Hey, watch you keep them on. Did you keep them on? When goes on, talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. Me say how we are gonna do this. Boy, ready? Ha ha ha, ready? Boy, me say how we are gonna do this. Yes, when goes on. Boy, sit them there, 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 sit them there. Boy, sit them there. Boy, sit them there, sit them there, sit them there, sit them there. Boy, 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 boy. Sit them there, 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 sit them there. Watch you keep them on. Did we keep them on? We say how we are gonna do yes. Oh yes, yes. We say how we are gonna do yes. Oh yes. Now Jesus. Boy, watch out, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over their pan you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus on your balance. Boy, trouble. Watch out. Watch you, we keep them all. Say we keep them all. Let's go now. Hey. Watch you, we keep them all. Did we keep them all? When goes on. Talk to me. We say how we are gonna do this. Boy, ready? Ha ha ha, ready? Boy, we say how we are gonna do this. Yes, when goes on. Boy, sit them there, 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 sit them there. Boy, sit them there. Boy, sit them there. Sit down there, sit down there, sit down there. Boy. Sit down there, 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 sit down there. Watch you, we keep them on. Did we keep them on? We say how we are gonna do yes. Oh yes. We say how we are gonna do yes. Oh yes. Now Jesus. Boy, watch out. Now worry about the wicked them now. Now worry about the wicked them. Tell them neighbor, come. Now worry when they talk about you. Now worry when they tell life on you. Worry they walk over their pan you. Now worry what them say about you. Just catch it on the balance wheel. 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 Jesus on your balance.
Yes, catch it on the balance wheel and make Jesus your balance wheel. Well, as usual, we want to say big thanks for all the people tuning in into Mystic Sensation Live. Another live stream, right? Another educational stream. And of course, again, you know very well that this is a deep dive investigative channel. And this is what we do over here, right? We dig in into the investigation and divulge the evidence per facts, right, to the people of Jamaica, right? You know how we start as it relates to, right, meet our interactive chat room, right? We don't start and we don't speak to our people in the chat room. They are the ones who bring the energy, and of course, we have to endorse that. So let me begin as it relates to roll call this morning. I see Falmouth Girl right here, right, being the first person here. This morning, Falmouth Girl managed to be at the front place before Beverly. Beverly always take that, you know. All right, and these are my ardent followers, all the persons in my chat group. They are my ardent followers, right? Never leave Mystic Sensation alone. And we are happy for that. Really grateful. And I must say that I'm thankful for the strong support. And not only strong support, I mean a dedicated support, right? So awesome. And so then, of course, we start this morning with Falmouth Girl, Laverne P9R, Derek Mackay, Beverly 975, Dave Weatherburn. And as Dave is saying, remember, let me just put up what Dave is saying there, right? Remember to keep sharing and liking the live, please, folks, right? I endorse that. Thank you for that, Dave. Maureen Vassell, right? Leighton Brown, Una Vassell, right? C. Jam McCarthy, and you know that C. Jam, right, also participate in the chat. And, you know, now and then C. Jam call in, right, and do his participation. Wonderful. Big up yourself, C. Jam. Damian Gus, Patel Krushank, Richard C3U, Veronica Shaw, Anne-Marie McDonald, Empress, big up yourself, Del Raymond, Murrell King, and you know that Murrell, right? Trust me. Committed. And C. Jam said, bless up Uncle Byron, bless up classmates, right? And Unique Ray, right? You know, I mean, trust me, all the persons that I have been calling out, right? They are just committed. They are just Mystic Sensation, right? Kimmy 3Y, Daniel Ritchie, Millicent, right? And PW202, right? Janet Mundy, right? Millicent, Vernon Michelle, and the chat is getting out of hand, people. You know, right? Don Morris, Petra K4, you name it, Mikey Jamo, and of course, Angela Hastings and Avery McCree. Now, let me say, as it relates to how we are going to begin our class this morning, we are just going to just highlight, you know, one of the few positives that came from the Jamaica Grand Gala, right? 64 years of independence, Jamaica. And right then and there, you know, the people know that their time, they're calling in already. All right, let me just go to this caller before I start here. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mystic Sensation. How you do?
Blessings, my brother. I am good. And you?
Yeah, I'm all right so far, Mystic. Yes, sir.
Yes.
I'm on the air?
Yes, you are on the air. Talk to us.
Yes, Mystic, I want to show you something.
Yes.
The other day, I was listening to Make We Talk from up north. I don't, you know, with Mr. Jeffrey Tavares.
Yes.
You remember what that program there?
Yeah, one and few times I will tune in now and then. Yeah.
Okay. He and Mr. Monday, our ex-FBI Monday.
Rattigan?
Rattigan, yeah, he was on the program. What he was saying to him is that I think Mr. Gordon should boycott Parliament because of Andrew's situation. Sitting down in Parliament with him, you are just legitimizing his situation. Yes.
All right, hold on, my friend.
Yes.
All right, hold on. I think I beg to differ from that, and let me explain to you why. right?
Yes.
Remember that, you know, a large chunk of the electorate, right, voted for Mark Golden. And as for me, in terms of the evidence that I am looking on, the majority
Yes,
of
sir.
the voting electorate voted for Mark Golden. So to properly put that out there, right, the election was stolen. That is where I'm going. And so then, I wouldn't in agreement for Mark Golden to boycott the parliament, right? And I wouldn't agree that Mark Golden being in the parliament, right, is legitimize Andrew Holness wrongdoing. Mark Golden never hesitate, right, in terms of calling out Andrew Holness wrongdoing, and he can stay right there in the parliament and represent us well, right, in the parliament by continuing, right, to call out his wrongdoing. And we have the PAC and the PAAC that putting him to task. So I am not going to in agreement in terms of, you know, Mark Golden boycotting our parliament. We want the service, because that is what we elect them to, for the political representation, and we want them to represent us well. So I'm not going to in that agreement for our parliament to be boycotted.
Okay.
All right.
And another thing.
Yes.
Before I go, I saw, when was it? About 3 days before, I saw it on a radio station about where they will be the Jamaica Bar Association.
Yes.
Will be giving Paula Llewellyn award for his service, whatever. But to his behavior and some keys that he should be looking about and turn a blind eye, I don't think she deserves it. Also, his offspring that is there now, get one the other day, we know the day before yesterday, Dorothy, what's her name, Thompson?
Claudette Thompson.
She get an award, yeah. She shouldn't have get any, as a matter of fact, two of them don't deserve it because they're not playing their part.
Well, I glad.
Playing their part.
Well, I glad you highlight that, because those are some of the things that I totally disagree with. But my friend, let me say this to you. Remember that we are dealing with a kleptocratic government, right? Majority of the persons in Andrew Holness governance, cabinet members and so forth, right? I will not hesitate on this platform in saying that they are criminals. I am one of the platforms that don't hesitate in calling them criminals. And so then I am not surprised. I am not surprised when you have a kleptocratic government, right, giving award to people, right, that are not worthy of these awards. There is no surprise there. As a matter of fact, what they have done, they have proven us, right, to be correct, right? And just let me just explain one thing to you. When you look on a Darrell Vaz, and you have given Darrell Vaz the order of Jamaica, right?
Exactly.
Now, let me say, all right, let me say this. We know that Darrell Vaz is under the crosshairs of the Integrity Commission investigators. And we know to come that Darrell Vaz under investigation, right, for the school buses. And we know that how is it going to look, right, as it relates to Jamaica, having Darrell Vaz, who had been recently awarded, right, with the Order of Jamaica, right, looking in the crosshairs of the Integrity Commission, and possibly is going to be charged, right, as it relates to his criminal activities. So this goes to show you that the government that we are dealing with and their administration, you understand, as I said, a kleptocratic administration. So nothing as it relates to, right, them giving award to, right, their cronies. We are not surprised. We are not surprised. That is an expected behavior. We anticipate, right, that they are going to do that. And while we are at it, we can ask them to line up the Order of Jamaica for Andrew Wheatley. And we can also tell them to line up the Order of Distinction for Xavier Main. And we can go on with the list of those who, right? And there's something that I'm suspicious of. And let me speak it here. Let me speak it here.
Yes.
Right? Because I want to give my respect to Pamela Monroe.
Yes, sir. She deserves it.
Yes. I love the work that Pamela Monroe has been doing. But let me say this, Pamela. We have seen that this kleptocratic government awarded you, and we are not saying that you're not to get the award. I think that you're a very hardworking Jamaican, you highlight. But let me say this to Andrew Holness administration. If you believe that you're going to give Pamela Monroe award to say that Pamela Monroe should look right past right the investigation as it relates to Darrell Vaz, you make a sad mistake. Byron.
In other words, put it this way, they want she to look like one of the cheap proverbial monkeys.
Oh, there you go. There you go, Carl.
No evil, I hear no evil.
There you go. There you go, Carl. And that will not happen. You understand? As it relates to Pamela Monroe character and the person who I know Pamela Monroe to be, right?
Yes.
And I don't think that giving Pamela Monroe, right, an award which Pamela Monroe deserves an award.
Yes.
Right, that Pamela Monroe is going to look left. Right, so we are warning them. We are warning them, and we are putting that out there. Right, and you know, I believe as what Charmaine said here. Right, Charmaine said she should have declined, and you know, somewhat, I want to tend to agree, right, with Charmaine, right. There, but anyway, we are not going to bash her, right? Because what I am doing now, since to the fact that she had gotten the award, and I know that she's investigating Darrell Vaz for the 110 school bus. Let us see how that is going to work out, right? Because if we see that sort of investigation is delayed, then you know, Mystic Sensation is not going to, you understand, ease in terms of pulling back Pamela Monroe, right? And look, and Pamela Monroe, you understand, with all the scrutiny that I can, right? So I am putting it back out there, right? That Pamela Monroe, please remember, right, that you are now investigating Darrell Vaz for the 110 school buses, which we know that it's only 60 buses in the island, and the Jamaican people, as it relates to justice, anticipating that case to be heard. Anticipating that case. And then, you know, Carla, I want to say, you know, I'm glad you called me this morning and you just put your foot in, you start to stir up the hand's nest. Right? And I love that. I love that because I was planning to speak of it, but it seems like you anticipate what I was going to do and you call and you speak about the very same thing that I'm going to start with. No, serious, Carla. I must applaud you for that.
Yes, sir.
Right? I must applaud you for that. So, and to show you, Carla, may have the clip them line up. So I know something that it is just that sort of you know, coincident that you know you call and you're speaking about the very same thing. So, Carla, let me start the class this and just big up yourself and continue to call in and continue to be a part of the program.
Okay, yes, sir. Okay,
blessings.
All right, take care.
Blessings, my brother.
Good.
Yes. All right. That was, you know, a call that started me up obviously this morning in terms of, you know, what I am going to deliver this morning. One of the few goodies that happened, right, and at the Grand Gala is the entrance of the opposition leader. And so then I want to speak, right, a little about that Mark Golding's entrance was well received. And I'm going to show you, right? And I feel good that Jamaica, let me just take this call. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mystic Sensation.
Good afternoon, my sister. How are you?
Mrs. Sensation.
Yes.
I don't want Jamaican people them to be focusing on the gala.
Yes.
But everything is just distraction. We take we offer the necessary points then we need to make the people them know. But today I was on the road asking people if they know about the 7 days that don't come in. Many people don't even know about it. So we don't need to focus on who get award and who get reward or whatever. Because guess what?
Agreed.
At the end of the day, Andrew use that for distraction.
Agreed. Agreed. So much agreement.
He's using it for distraction.
So much in
just
agreement.
Need to keep on the real issues.
All right, my sister. All right, my sister. Right?
Keep on the real issues and remind the people them say the 7th to the 12th. Don't make the advance no spin and take it back, because you know how them go, them take back things and then after a while they just force it.
All right. And I'm glad you are talking to them. So they are listening to you.
Yes, I'm on the road trying to tell people, so remember, say come the 7th.
Yes.
7th to the 12th. Because I'm a driver. You see, I said when I drive I walk foot, stay home, even we said come out and put no debris in the road, you know. Just stay home and shut down the business. Once you shut down the business community in the country, everything will come back.
Agreed.
To normal. Because guess what? They will pressure the government.
Agreed.
No mathematics.
Agreed.
Stop
And
by the fast food. Stop by this. Supply the local people. Them out. Stay home. Cook.
wow. Wow.
Make the business people them pressure the government and say we not get changes. So me I feel walk and I tell people everywhere me drive go me ask them say, do you know about this? Do you know about this? They say no the first time I hear. So we need to say broadcast it. Don't make drivers no spin, no worry about no gala, no independence, because we're not independent. We're not independent. So what they do everything for this track we know. We don't want that.
No destruction around here.
Andrew, we give them reward and say when we take you back, you know, because you draw them in the pit with them and they can't see.
Yes. Yes.
Focus on the issue. Me I want to listen.
Yes.
God bless you.
God bless.
Continue to do your work.
Thank you. Right? The caller is 100% correct. And let me help to highlight what the caller just spoke about. Right? Jamaica. We want you to galvanize, right, around the mission, right, to assist the taxi operators as it relates to their mission. They are suffering. They have been suppressed and oppressed by the heavy taxation meted out to them by this cruel government. And so then Mystic Sensation is asking all of our Jamaican people to be in solidarity with the taximan coming on the 7th to the 12th. They are asking for your participation, right, in various ways. For some of those who can stay home and, right, and pressure with the intent pressuring the PSOJ and in extension pressuring the government because we need good governance. So Mystic Sensation platform, right, stand in solidarity with the cry of the taximen and in extension, the cry of our Jamaican people who continue to suffer under this government. Imagine Jamaica, that going into 10 months, many of those who had suffered as a result of burial and recent Melissa is still today as we speak looking up in the element, exposed to the raw nature, not having a comfortable bed. Big up yourself at for the press, right? Big up yourself. People, please, at for the press also out there, right, doing great work. Support her, strengthen her, right? For who don't sub up to her for the press, please do. She's one of our lady warrior. She's a nanny, And here we also have Bolo, who continue, right, to highlight these issues, who continue to break down and dissect and disseminate. They are well worthy in the space of social media. They deserve to be here. Bless them up. Love them. Continue to follow them and support them. Now, let me say this. And let me just, for quickie, because as I said, the platform is an investigative platform. We do deep dive, talk your mind, bless up yourself, big up yourself, right? Now, when time I want to get a little bit aggressive, you know, talk your mind, I go, right? Talk your mind and, you know, here, talk your mind and they do in usual, you know, taking out of 2 before and 4 before and all sort of material that talk your mind can take out and use it over there in plain language, right? Yes, we love you, talk your mind. Love you in the space, deserving of your space, right? And I say, you know, a lot of us are doing solid job. You know, the reggae dub scene, Lonesome, right? Partner Draw TV, you name it. I don't want to go into too much of the name calling and then, you know, yes, I just want to just bite into the program. So let us just begin. As I said, you know, one of the few positive highlights, right, from the gala, because we don't want to spend too much time, as what you heard the caller said. You understand? We don't want that to sleep in, right, as a distraction and take us away from the real things that needs to be highlighted. So we're just giving a little snippets and then we move on. We just leave it. All right. So let us just highlight one of the positives, small positives from out of that, right? And of course, and this is what I like to see, that of course, Mark Golden, right, appearance was in strong reception.
Mark and Sandra Golding arrived at Jamaica Grand Gala 2026.
Leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Golding and Mrs. Golding. The parliamentary opposition plays a vital role in ensuring maintenance of the dynamic democratic process of our country. The leader of the opposition, officially the leader of His Majesty's opposition, is the leader of the largest party not in government, or the person who enjoys the support of the largest block of representatives in the lower house of parliament who are not members of the governing party. He has served as member of parliament for South St. Andrew since 2017 and was appointed leader of the opposition in 2020. As he arrives, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Grand Gala, please welcome the leader of the opposition, Mr. Mark Jefferson Golding and Mrs. Golding.
All right, as I said, right, a little snippets, and my people, let me say this without no apology, right? Of course, I will play that, right? Because, and we have to feature, right, the opposition leader. We on this platform, we featured persons who are, you know, honest and have that high level of integrity. So you won't get me, you understand, feature any criminal on my platform. My platform is not to feature criminal on my platform, but I will feature the opposition leader. That's where it's at, plain and simple. And I don't care, you understand, who want to read it in any way that they want to read it, right? I am fine with that. We don't feature criminal on our platform. Let me just go to our caller. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, Baron. I just joined on. I was on the cleaner, and I have to call. I don't know if you know that.
Yes.
Kerry Lake has been confirmed for the embassy of Jamaica.
Not a surprise there. Not a surprise there.
We have said the queen has been arrived. Cause you know I love the touch of geopolitics, and
yes.
The guy Patio who come on Cliffview show a few days ago.
Mm-hmm.
The reason he was talking because he was trembling.
Yes.
And he was trying to talk on behalf of Jamaica government because he know that head's gonna roll now.
Okay, I love how you say that, and you are correct.
No, you know that when it comes to geopolitics, I study it.
Yes.
And I watch it, and I can talk it.
Yes.
So when he was saying, I don't trust her, listen, all of them are in Donald Trump bungles.
Thank you.
And because the guy came and he was trying to say PNP do this, PNP do that. When the guy visa taken away, it was in the Jamaica Labour Party time, not the PNP. So the PNP have nothing to do with it. So he was just a big liar, just like themselves.
Yes, and I have hold on, the caller. I have that documentation that I am going to prove, right, to all of the people who are listening to me, and I want them to share it as well, right? That the People's National Party, I have all the evidence, so don't worry yourself. Within the next few minutes, I'll be rolling out evidence after evidence. You know how Mystic Sensation works, so don't worry about that.
I know. That guy called Tapioca, they were friends, because I think they're doing business together, and he was trying to see if he could say, since you are embassy, they will believe you. Say you can do something for me, but all he do, it only came and opened a can of worm.
Yes, which you know Mystic Sensation is going to expose, don't? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
I have to watch every day, but at the same time, I learn from everybody, and I put in my 2 cents yesterday. Just like yesterday, I was going to call when the guy was talking about, I think I'm the first person who would tell you that about with the TCN case that it was a trade-off.
Yes, you said it.
I think I'm the first person who called it.
Yeah, man, you mentioned it. You mentioned it.
Yeah, because I remember only few people who watches your program know that there were X amount of them supposed to be extradited to America.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you hear nothing about it. Now,
exactly.
Harry Strong started travel now.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's traveling now, and we can get 10,000 people, so just because they want to free, they never have to negotiate. All in here, okay, guys. See, I have 7 charges and 7 you get. Just take 10,000 people and you'll be free. You can't say no.
All right, hold on. I want the Jamaican people who are listening to us now, right, pay keen attention to what the caller is saying. Because let me say this. Mystic Sensation, right, as it relates to the level of my investigative skills, right, is parallel with him. But let me say this, Jamaica. Let me say this. Donald Trump is going to lose the November election. And it is going to be such a change. I want to, this today, I am not going to leave you until we get, because caller, you're going to have to call back deeper when we touch in the geopolitics, you understand? So make sure, say you don't leave class, because me have the geopolitics.
Yeah, I have to be in class, man.
Yeah, man. I have the
geopolitics. You know when it comes to geopolitics, I know a part of it.
All right, because and let me say this before we go, because me want to look around when we start to talk about geopolitics. Do you know that the United States, majority of the United States army generals are now going against Donald Trump, and that Donald Trump.
Everyone.
So hold on.
Every case that he bring out there now.
Yes. So no.
George them just look at him and
laugh at him. Laugh at him.
It's like Donald Trump use faulty.
Yes, man. But me don't want you to talk about You want now? Me don't want you to talk out too much yet, you know. Cause the thing just start. More you just not talk out too much, man. All right. All right.
So you know that everything I'm saying.
Yes.
Right?
You're on point. You're on point. You're on point. You're on point. All right.
We talk later.
Yes. I want to tell you something. This call, I love when he calls because, trust me, very knowledgeable as it relates to geopolitics, right? And I want to save him for later. We don't want him to talk about the thing them right now. You understand? We want to dig into some of the criminals that we have here in Jamaica. So we want to left that so we can dig geopolitics later because that's a long discussion, you know. And we want to get into that sweet piece of meat with geopolitics. And with my friend that just called me here, trust me, his knowledge is wide as it relates to geopolitics, right? When Mystic Sensation tell you that, trust it. Now, Jamaica, let me get down because I bang around this morning, right? This morning, I did not get to finish up yesterday because I left the best for last, which is this morning. So, caller, believe you me. Now, let us start the show. And in starting the show, let me just put up the thing here. Right? Keep the likes going, please, because we are going to start the show now. Now, Jamaica. The Ghana president, skillfully in our parliament, brought to bear democratic socialism in the parliament coming from Ghana with love. And the hypocrites trembling, you can see the impression on their faces when the Ghana president is speaking in the detail of democratic socialism, endorsing Marcus Garvey, endorsing Michael Manley. Jamaica, let me tell you, United States of America don't like that. No, not United States of America. Take it back. Take it back, Byron. Donald Trump administration doesn't like that. It cut them in every way, shape, or form. Lesson to learn. Crony capitalism and the crony capitalist didn't like that. They want to see him silent because he is sensitizing Jamaican people and the reconnection of Mama Africa and the multi-naturalism as it relates to trading with our motherland. They did not like it, and they are getting furious. But Jamaica, I tell you, God will never give the power to the bald. And I'm speaking in reference to the crony capitalist and the king corrupter, Donald Trump. The king corrupter, Donald Trump, and Prince Andrew, as they called him. And you know who called him Prince Andrew? Hugh Croskery, and he knew why he called him Prince Andrew, because the corruption table has now been shared out. This morning, today, we are going to burn them out with truth and facts. But before, listen to how the Ghana president, right, permeated the atmosphere, of course, with the tune of democratic socialism. And I tell you, they didn't like it in parliament as it relates to the kleptocratic government. But they're being hypocritical. They tend to knock on benches, but it was burning them to the core, because they knew very well that they are the ones and the CIA who destroy democratic socialism. Look on the hypocrite feature on their faces. Let me show you this. Jamaica, I tell you, when I heard the Ghana president speaking in parliament, oh my God, I said, I have to spread this to my Jamaican people. Listen, listen, Jamaica. Sweet song of democratic socialism whispering through our parliament.
Ghana fully supports the petition on slavery Jamaica proposes to soon submit to King Charles III. Right Honorable Prime Minister, Madam Speaker, Right Honorable President, honorable members. While we must never forget the injustices of history, neither must we allow them to imprison us. The story of people of African descent is not simply one of suffering. It is equally a story of resilience, excellence, and enduring achievement. It is a story of civilizations that advance human knowledge, of freedom fighters who challenged oppression, of innovators who expanded the frontiers of science and technology, of artists whose creativity enriched global culture.
Andrew Holness tricked us Jamaican people that he's going to build STEM school and STEAM. And as we speak, nothing. Well, the Ghana president is saying out loud and clear that the advancement of education is the route to go. And while he sat there and listening to this, we wonder if he has any conscience, knowing that they robbed, damaged our education system. Rural Reid, who was his advisor, is currently facing the court. Over $902 billion missing from our education ministry to cripple our education system. The Ghana president is telling him that to move the progress, we have to educate our people. The song of democratic socialism run through the parliament. It was like a needle juking them all over their bodies. Listen.
And of statesmen and women who inspired nations to believe in the possibilities of freedom and self-determination. Few countries have contributed to this legacy I describe more profoundly than Jamaica. The land that gave the world the visionary leadership of the Right Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, whose call for black pride,
Speak to them, Ghanaian president. Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the visionary. We remember when Tom Tavares Finson, the Crony Capitalist, came out and lied on Marcus Garvey, lied on the People's National Party, continue to sow the bitter seed to damage democratic socialism. We witness Tom Tavares had done that. Attack Marcus Garvey and attack the People's National Party with his lies. But here we have it. The Ghanaian president recognizing Marcus Mosiah Garvey, recognizing democratic socialism, that the crony capitalists, Donald Trump, Kerry Lake, Marco Rubio, Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, James Robertson, Babsy Grange, Edward Seaga have fought for years and cannot defeat. Listen to history. Listen to justice.
Reliance and African unity awakened the consciousness of millions across Africa and the diaspora. His ideas inspired generations of Pan-African leaders, including our own founding father, President Osagyefo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, who admitted in many of his writings that he drew strength from Garvey's vision in leading Ghana to independence and championing the liberation and unity of the African continent.
All right, just giving you snippets of how I'm feeling glorious this morning and feeling powerful. That the bridge must be built in the connection to Africa, our ancestors, our motherland. We must separate ourselves from the crony capitalists. And if there is no other person could say it any better, I want you to listen to the pastor that I will be highlighting. Because, of course, he brings down the judgment specifically where this government is concerned. And I want you to listen to him and hear what he has to say.
Better. Mr. Prime Minister, you have been called to lead at an extremely difficult time, especially as it relates to geopolitics. I don't know if you are like me, when me have a problem in my church and me can't even sleep at night.
area.
So I can imagine what it is for you. But can I encourage you, sir?
Hold the line as soon as this.
That when difficult choices are to be made,
Hold the line, don't go anywhere.
as we pursue our assignment, Carly, we have an assignment as a people. As we pursue our assignment to play our part in advancing the whole human race, when you have those difficult decisions to make, trust the resilience of our people. Trust our resilience as a people. If you have to make difficult choices, I don't want to remind you of a time when you said, we have to take bitter medicine. I know what it resulted in.
No.
But when we have to take bitter medicine, given the geopolitical landscape, trust us and our capacity to be resilient as a people. The decision might see them pick us up, liquid down, but we're going bounce right back.
Build our resilience. Don't offer us container homes in hot Jamaica, a tropical climate, without any solid structure to support that. And even although you were warned by the professionals as a result of bending in your corrupted ways, who is getting the contract for those container homes that you want to put your Jamaican people in? Out of your mouth, you said you don't grudge non-Jamaican, right, to build themselves a good home. And you don't grudge any Jamaican for their piece of squatter land. I am reminding you, Prime Minister. You don't grudge any Jamaican for their piece of squatter land. But we see to the contrary, Prime Minister, in St. Catherine and other places, that you have sent tractors and those people who you don't grudge for their piece of squatter land. You didn't join in the dialogue to build resilience for them. But what you have done, you have weakened them instructing your men to crush their wounds and crush their heart and flatline their souls. But yet, you said, seeking the votes in 2015, that you will help them to build and make better of themselves and make them resilient, and you don't grudge no one for their piece of squatter land. But today you sing a different tune. You involve in land grabbing. Colonel Charles involved in land grabbing. Andrew Wheatley involved in land grabbing. And your entire administration is now focusing to break the resilience of these people. And said, how can we trust you? The Delilah you are, the deceiver you are, Satan in personification. And let me go to the scholar. Yes, scholar, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Good day, Mystic. Just a quick question on the container homes. Are these permanently housing for people?
Well, to be honest, I don't think I can speak clearly on that, because even now we don't even have an understanding of what is happening.
Okay.
Because if you notice, hold on, let me just finish for better understanding. If you notice, at one point we were promised 5,000 container homes, even although, right, we are saying that don't take the route of container homes, use the NHT fund, right, to build formidable structure and to put these people. But for temporary purpose, we could understand that. But it appears as if the Prime Minister wants to demonstrate and pursue a permanent structure for these people, putting them in container homes and putting them where they want to put them. And guess what? Make the elites take away the people land. This is what we are dealing with this crony capitalist. Sorry to break your collar, but I have to set it straight.
That's okay, I understand. Okay, if it's going to be for permanent housing, will the person or whoever occupy these homes, will they be able to get insurance for them?
Well, I don't think I can answer that question in terms of, you know, you'd have to really, I would have to make a research, right? Speak to persons, insurance company, right? The respective insurance company to find out if that is plausible, right? Because again, if that is not plausible, that's another thing. But I don't want to just answer you something that I really don't know about, right? I prefer to do research, because at the end of the day,
I understand.
Yes.
I understand, because, you know, these are the things that people should be asking.
Yes.
You know, if it is insurable, if it is not, you know, is it value for money?
Exactly. Exactly.
Because anything can happen.
Yes.
You can have a fire. You can have another hurricane. So you come back to square one.
Exactly.
And if this was a temporary measure, why aren't we building permanent housing in the meantime?
Well, you are saying it. You are saying all the right things. You are hitting the nail on the head, right? And then what sort of prudence in this movement, what the government is doing? How can that be prudent? But Carla, the thing is, as it relates to the criminality of this government, right? When you look on, you know, certain contracts being given out, right, particularly said, for example, a sign to be constructed in Montego Bay. And of course, you can say, you know, $1 million could have constructed a sign in Montego Bay. Well, that sign cost $17 million. And then I ask yourself the question, who got the contract? Who got the contract? And then when you look, $17 million for what? Are we getting value for money? That is what you're asking about. Are we getting value for money? But guess what? The Auditor General cannot find certain documentation. You see the level of criminality? And then you look what the thing they do, what the thing they did. They used direct procurement. There was no bidding done. So these contracts they had given them to them friends. It is just a wicked cycle.
Why they keep complaining about procurement?
Look,
if they can do things just straight up.
Yes.
The second question. This that donation platform that they mentioned some time ago during the hurricane.
Yes.
For donation because of the hurricane emergency. Why someone who donated the platform is still the owner? When you donate something, don't you cut ties from it?
Yes, but let me just cut straight, and because I'm not going to sugarcoat anything, right? Andrew Holness, you understand, set up Dushian Savada as it relates to Amber Group, which you understand Dushian Savada owns nothing. Everything that Dushian Savada have, you understand, is Andrew Holness. It is Andrew Holness way of stealing the money. So the Amber Group that people, the Amber Group, hold on, Carla, the Amber Group that people are talking about, you understand, that set in stage to collect the money through their website, you understand, belongs to Andrew Holness. Why people need to get it? It is Andrew Holness way of stealing the money. I had proven to Jamaica that Dushian Savada owns nothing. He is a poor as church mouse.
And you were mentioning earlier on about the Ghana president.
Yes.
Why is he in the house speaking?
Well, of course.
He hasn't got a conference room or another area where he could go and talk.
No, well, I am happy that he had spoken in the parliament for all of us to hear in terms.
Parliament is for the people.
Yes, and he's it's a representation that you understand in that queue.
That house is only for parliamentarian. I should be for parliamentarian.
Well, there are certain things when it comes to official delegation. You understand, as it relates to
not in the House of Parliament.
Well, right. I don't know much on that.
Do research and such.
Yes, I don't know much on that, so I will not.
You have to be careful with some of these heads of African country. If you notice what's happening in Africa.
Yes.
The richest continent, yet still, where are they in the global arena?
Well,
three countries in Africa that is trying their endeavor best. Pull away from all the corruption and everything.
You are talking about the Sahel nation? You are talking about the Sahel nation?
Sahel, yes.
Okay.
Burkina
Faso. And yeah, okay. I got you.
Ghana, I have no problem with Ghana, but you got to be careful.
Okay. All right. Let me just...
Especially on this president, if you should eventually do a bit of research, is people are calling on him to do things differently. And with that bit, I leave everything there.
Oh, okay, Carla. All right. Thank you for your contribution. All right.
Yeah, and I must commend you on the work you're doing.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
You're doing a tremendous job.
Thank you, sir.
But we should not allow foreign heads in our House of Parliament. That is for the people.
Okay. I will do some research on that as well.
Okay then.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Yeah, have a great one.
Same to you. All right. I see other callers were calling in, but okay. Oh, all right. Sister Winnie. How you doing? Talk to me, Sister Winnie.
Mr. Mystic.
Hello, Sister Winnie. How you doing? Good morning. No, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How is your dad and your beautiful
wife?
Man.
He's okay. They're okay.
Well, my husband up there, I missed him. My husband, how are you?
No, remember that he doesn't fly on a Friday, right? He's just Mystic doing solo.
It's only I just come in. That's why.
All right.
Really just come in. So because I have to go to the airport to pick up something from one of my daughters. She's going off to Grenada.
Yeah, whoa. All right.
All right. So so I just God, the traffic on the road. Mr. That gentleman that talked, the gentleman should not speak in the house. Right?
Yes.
No. It's a courtesy call he get.
Exactly.
He allowed to speak in the house.
Yeah.
You know, to talk. It's happening in the UK, it's happening in Canada.
Yes.
You know, other country, if you're a
diplomat,
head of state come and they want to, they give them the privilege to do it.
Yes.
It's happened before, sir. So I don't see nothing wrong in he talking. All I'm begging that Ghanaian do not leave no money behind with Andrew Onis.
Please warn them, Sister Winnie. Please warn them.
Mr. Ghanaian, I'm going to try and go and find the Ghanaian president, whoever it is, and talk to him or leave a message. Do not make Andrew only see a cent. Like SSL.
Boy, what a bunker on this man. All right, Sister Winnie.
By the way, this man talking about building container home. Andrew, why are you so lying? You get nearly 5,000 containers home, 500 containers home. Where are they? Who you give them to? You're not building no container home. You're too damn lying.
Mighty goodness.
You're putting them down, but you're not building none.
Talk about things, Sister Winnie.
It's nearly 500. If I'm wrong about the numbers, I apologize. But it's either 4 or 500 you get. China give you and other people give. Why are you talking about it costs you how many millions to build one?
Mighty God.
So damn lie, sir.
Wow.
Why? Please give me the containers home that you get it to give to it. Huh? Please stop it. You're making people really, really, really mad at you now. And then again, that priest, that so-called hypocrite, he's not a pastor. That is him talking about your birth certificate.
Oh well, but that man is a Satan, you know.
Listen to me. If I could meet him, when I done with him, he won for me because he's not a Christian. How dare you go on an Independence Day and talk about birth certificate? Mark Golding is 100% Jamaican. His father came to Jamaica and saved many, many lives and built a home for people who have nowhere to live. How dare you, you nasty piece of priest. I would love to, if I was in Jamaica and the Jamaican church, I would go there and cuss you.
What you mean? Cuss out in backside, yes.
Mark Golding is 100% Jamaican. Look what Mark Golding don't thief. Mark Golding is a millionaire. He don't need to thief. Look how many people he help with his own money.
Talk about things, Sister Winnie.
And all you do is take money from the poor and put it in your bank account. You priest, or you pastor, or you bishop. I would not call you what I want to call you because I respect the Mystic Show very much indeed. So I would not call you what I really want to call you. Leave Mark Golding alone.
Oh, Tyler.
You get paid to call the man name. I wish the money could have burned your hand when you hold it.
All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Blessings, Sister Winnie. All right. The calls are coming in. There's a number that keep on calling, and I wanted to give that person a chance, but somehow. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead. Yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead. Okay, that person don't seems to having some technical difficulty there. As soon as that person starts out that technical difficulty, then of course, right, you can call us back. Remember, today is your day to call in and so forth and so forth. So I am not going to stop the call. I think, is this the caller that always call? Let me just yes, caller, you're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, my dear. How are you doing?
I'm great, thank you. I am watching you live.
Thank you.
In thousands of miles away, let's put it that way, and I've been watching you.
Thank you.
Late. Now, my navel string never cut a Jamaica, but I am a Jamaican.
Yes, speak to us.
Through and through. And I champion everything that you are doing, everything that you are saying.
Thank you.
I will say this. It's funny, I need to turn my TV down because I realize I'm actually dying.
Yes.
And, you know, we are waking up as a people. We truly are.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to speed up the sleep. Speed up waking from this sleep.
Yes.
Because this independence, there is no independence. Jamaica has never been independent. And they talk about their ruler, this King Charles that they refer to.
Mm-hmm.
And it's their king, not our king. He is ruling them, he is running them, and they are trying to run us. This party political fast that he sits back at Buckhouse or Windsor Castle and runs has nothing to do with us.
Yes.
People need to understand, we, the people, need to understand we are a very smart, educated, literate, sovereign people who are living on sovereign land. We are the indigenous people, but too many of us are being caught up. The lady just before I called talked about something to do with the Ghanaian representative.
Yes.
And I think the gentleman before her talked about being careful of how we get in bed with certain Africans. One, first of all, we indigenous, melanated, sovereign majority people of the land of Jamaica are ruled by not all Africans, because the word indigenous doesn't just refer to Aboriginals in Australia. We are talking about islands in the what they call Caribbean, West Indian islands. Okay?
Yes.
There are Aboriginals. Everybody now is running after the narrative of being a maroon because it sounds great. We are not all in people of a slave trade that didn't exist, but we are not all the children of that wicked atrocity that happened to brothers and sisters that look like us.
Yes.
And the day we wake up from that, and the next big narrative that has to be pushed, I see in all the TikToks, you know, because we've been treated a way. But one of the things is, you know, there is power in the tongue. We've all been taught about that. In or outside of the church, in or outside of religion, whatever it is you practice or we choose to practice, we've all been educated about the power of this thing called the tongue. Okay?
Yes.
Everybody refers to Bob Marley. He did his part, yes. But Bob was taught by the great Marcus Messiah Garvey. And we have to be careful of the words we are using. Every time I turn on one of these great platforms like yours, where people are really listening now,
yes,
I'm hearing my people refer to themselves, we poor people, what you do, we poor people stuff. We need to stop talking about being poor. Because that is a curse that nobody has put upon us. We are putting upon ourselves.
Yes, the power of the tongue.
So we have to, power of the tongue, we have to start talking, even in our passionate anger, because yes, the shouting is passion, okay? And when we are referring to ourselves, we need to, and I really want this to go far. I hope that even if 10 people hear me on your platform tonight and spread it to another 10, and everybody realize we look like you know, so we're not poor.
Yes.
We are living on an island.
Thousands are listening to you as you speak. Thousands are listening to you right now. We have roughly 600. We have 600 digital.
Right. So let's multiply that by multiplying it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Right. Let us remember who we are. And if we don't remember, for the ones that don't know, let me say this tonight worldwide. We are a sovereign people on the ultimate sovereign land that the whole world wants a piece of. Them say the dark of the berry. There's a lot to be said about the darkness of the berry.
Yes.
The power in our melanin is real.
Oh,
and that is what they fear. We hear them sit on in them little playground called Parliament. Because I'm not going to disrespect, but as they call it, English speaking person because it was put upon me. So let me use the language that they forced upon us in a way that they will understand. Patois holds power, and they sit in that house that they're told to sit in and tell lies and dumb the people down. And I hear, now go use my best English patois now because I'm in Jamaica. As I said, but I don't live there. And people laugh when they say me I speak my language. But me I go talk my patois. When them sitting in another house, they're a woman, that man wife who says she's speaker, Madam Speaker, I tell our own people, but they're not her people because they are not of us. They look like us, but they're not of us. No patois in here because our boss, our Windsor Castle, our Buckingham Palace, tell them not to use patois because they know the power in our patois. When people are talking about, and I'm going to say something that is going to upset some people, but I need us to listen. This thing called obia and this thing called patois and this thing called religion, and I'm not disrespecting anybody. I want our people to really, that everybody has access to open wide world web now, and too many of us are clicking on things that have nothing to do with us, that are distracting us. Use that device that you have in your hand and research who you are.
All right.
The language patois has a lot to do with everything that has nothing to do with the religion that was used to blindside you. I don't want to take up too much time, but I've sat here for weeks watching you, and as I said, I'm thousands of miles away.
Yes.
And I put your number in my phone, and this evening I was compelled to dial your number because it's time for many, many voices to be heard outside of Jamaica that belong to the diaspora, the country of Jamaica. And it's my right to say what I have to say to help those of my people that don't understand. You're doing a fantastic job. I have spread the word because I didn't stumble across you. I was led to you. Okay?
Thank you.
And let's just build this thing so that we can continue to educate our people. All this land that is being bulldozed and our natives, indigenous natives, are being told they are squatters. It's a model that is taken from somewhere else where there is a fight going on where some people are being slain every day and told that they are squatters. And somebody from the country of Jamaica, who probably doesn't even belong there, is now following that model to dismantle the majority. The numbers of melanated people who are the rightful indigenous people of Jamaica are being broken down in such a way. Visually, the young people are watching what they're not supposed to be watching because they're being led in a different direction. The young men are not, melanated men are not supposed to love melanated women anymore. And then the fake narrative that's put out there, the people of the diaspora don't come home because our numbers are lacking and we're not having any children. You're working at eliminating so that the numbers in majority fade. We need to wake up, snap out of this sleep that we've been in for far too long, because there is no excuse. We can all see each other now in real time. We don't have to write to each other or try to ring a number and get Mas John to call Miss Anne and Mas Andrew from up the road. We can speak to each other in real time. That's how I'm speaking to you. I'm sat here looking at a screen 3,000 odd miles away from you, and I can hear myself. So I know we can hear each other. So I'm sending a message to my indigenous brothers and sisters. Wake up. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. You do not have to be on the island. The blood runs through your veins. And all we are doing is washing ourselves out. If we don't pay attention, I don't want to hear nothing about dancehall and which little dirty take regular so-called dancehall, who them do it, because they're having you watch the visual. And the visual is supposed to be the norm now. That's not the norm. The idea is to have us to not look at each other and see the power in the melanin of each other.
All right.
And we have to push that narrative.
Okay.
And this is the best I can do. This is the best I'm doing today.
Well said.
The 7th of August, 2026. My brother, I love you.
Thank you. Love you too.
Everyone that's sharing this platform, power to us. And
all
let's
right.
keep this thing going.
Thank you.
And I wish you a good evening. Thank
Blessings.
you for listening.
Blessings. Right. Quite
Blessings
powerful message. Right. Yeah. Quite powerful message that we have gotten from our sister there. And there is a number that continue to call and unfortunately, I just not getting around to give her an opportunity. The number 1-860-834-9303, right? If you can call back, I will just leave the space for you because you have been calling, right, from we started, and you have not gotten the opportunity to voice, right, what you want to say to me. The number ending with 9303, right? If you can use this opportunity now to call, right, please do so, right? Because I'm going to engage with the program just now. But I gave you, as it relates to Ghana president, what the Ghana president, right, communicated, and I gave you what the pastor had communicated. Now I'm going to give you a Caucasian fellow, right, who is now bringing it down into fine details. And I want you to listen as it relates to how you can define this particular government, kleptocratic government, this crony capitalist, right? Andrew Holness, Banana Republic. And so then you can see that he have been giving award, right, to people who are criminals like himself. We don't mince our words around here. We speak the language straight so you can understand. For all those who are endorsing an Andrew Holness government, right, I know that they have to be of criminal mind, criminal nature, and criminal background. We don't hesitate. We don't sugarcoat. We speak it as it is. Now, so let me just play this clip, right, and let you hear what the Caucasian is saying and see if you can understand. Because it seems like when we speak, right, it don't go too far. And that's a shame. Because we carry the most powerful voice on earth. There is no other power higher than Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Right? We have likes like Malcolm X. We have likes like Martin Luther King. Right? And so then no other nation can lift up their people through their articulation like us, black people. We tell them this anytime. So we want you to listen to this. Now listen.
People are legends, but the Jamaican government is full of rats. Let me explain to you 5 ways in which the Jamaican government has disrespected its own people. The first point is a quick point, and I made a video on it yesterday. It's that they don't have access to the beaches. Literally 1% of Jamaica's beaches are accessible to the average Jamaican person. The rest are owned by private places and private resorts, hotels, this type of thing. And it literally means Jamaicans have less than 1% of the entire coastal landscape to go and enjoy their time on. It's literally their country. The second thing is limitations to land ownership in general residencies. The government literally gave them nothing after the abolition of slavery in the 1800s. So slavery ended, but large amounts of this land, large amounts of these property were just given back to the slave owners and bought by them. This made it extremely hard for black independent farmers to make it in Jamaica at the time, and it shifted the industries many black people had to work in. 3 is the quality of education. Whilst education is very prevalent in Jamaica, the quality is declining massively. Educational resources and the funding behind them is decreasing, and guess who's to blame? The government, like in most countries. Essentially, the classism is insane, and if you are a certain socio-economic status, you're going to stay that way for the rest of your life in 99.9% of cases, which is extremely unfortunate and doesn't give young people much hope. The 4th point is the corruption with the police force, one of the most corrupt police forces in the Caribbean, if not the most corrupt police force. Literally a policing system that doesn't have any policies, any real rules. It's about what the police want to do when they want to do it, and they are massively underpaid. And underpaid police officers leads to one thing: corruption and bribery. Certain areas in Kingston, more so than Montego Bay, but still in Montego Bay, can be extremely dangerous. And I actually spoke to an aid worker on the plane to Jamaica who was telling me about some of the monstrosities he has seen in the darker parts of the cities where things can happen at night. And the 5th and final thing is the lack of funding into healthcare. The Jamaican healthcare system isn't the worst in the world. After all, there is a slightly better system than the USA, but how can you get worse than the USA's healthcare system? It's massively underfunded again. And with the Jamaican government, when they get all this money from tourism, you do wonder where that money is going, and it is quite troubling. A terrible police system, a lack of opportunity, a lack of education, a lack of healthcare, a literal lack of access to residencies and beaches and local areas. Come on, guys. This is terrible. The Jamaican people.
Okay. All right. So then, when we speak here on our platform and we identify the high level of criminality, and we said, Jamaica, the Auditor General is telling you that don't look through the condense of the cloud, the nice, the political rhetoric. And when you hear Christopher Tufton comes out on the campaign and said, never before, no administration in the history of Jamaica who had spent the type of budget on healthcare. And of course, we took healthcare from $64 billion to $143 billion. But Jamaica said, wait. But while we were operating a healthcare under Portia Simpson between 2012 to 2015 at $64 billion, we did have bed. We did have all the necessaries. We didn't have surgery done on the floor. We did have adequate ambulances. So then how can we spend $164 billion and don't have these things? And by the way, let us shape it for better understanding. Immediately as the government came in 2017, we know that the government came in 2016, 1 year, drape up Cornwall Regional Hospital and said, I'm going to do refurbish because I have to set up my tentacles in terms of how I am going to rob the healthcare. So I have to set up the tentacles to rob healthcare. So let us start. The first bite we want to bite out of healthcare, we want $2 billion. So of course, $2 billion, right? As it relates to cost analysis, right? And procurement to do the refurbishing. But what happened? The $2 billion cannot refurbish it. So the criminals said they need some more. We could increase that by 100%. So from 2 billion to 4 billion. And guess what happened, people? That cost analysis, second cost analysis, cannot complete the refurbishing. And then the government is saying, you know, the first cost analysis was not correct. The second cost analysis, neither was correct. Let us go to the third cost analysis. And so then the price increased from 4 billion to 9 billion. This time, them stretch over 100%. And so then after 9 billion being spent, the Cornwall Regional Hospital cannot be completed. So the Christopher Tufton, the snake eyes salesman, equally to Andrew Holness, said, you know, we have to give them an next spin again. Yeah, we have to give them an next spin again. We need to go even greater than the 9 billion. So then the projected cost that now Cornwall Regional now reach is 23 billion Jamaican dollars. And Jamaicans sit and observe all of this. And on the backdrop of this, I said, sister, speak to us. You're on Mystic Sensation. Yes, loud and clear, my sister. Speak to us.
All right. A few little things. I hope I can remember them. You see the coolie boy there? What the name of my company where my boy where Andrew in
Amber Group, or if you want to call it Andrew Company, it's either Amber Group, but I would prefer if you call it Andrew Company.
The Amber people there.
Yes.
Okay?
It is Andrew Company.
Amber is like a part of Amway, you know. You know that?
Yes.
Yeah, man. The Seventh-day Adventists and them love the Amway. So they make it the Amber.
Yes.
This coolie boy now.
Coolie thief.
The mule and the washing machine. Andrew.
Clear to see.
Because Andrew can't trust nobody at Jamaica because with the SSL
yes.
and all that, the mysterious investor, I see under him behind for that.
Yes.
So he had to bring in this boy here, but in order for the boy to rub him up, him they set the footprints for sure when the boy come in at the country saying come in like him a stray with stock. And then he come and apply say what they call it, like him coming like a refugee. And him apply for amnesty.
Yes.
Amnesty, what the thing there?
Well, I don't know if he had applied for any amnesty, so to speak. I know that Andrew Honest, you understand, hug him up and gave him ambassadorship.
Yes, but before he get the ambassadorship, he will come in like a guru.
Okay.
He never had any status them time they like him.
Yeah, he came in on charity program. He came in on a charity program. Yes.
Yes. And within 3 days, I think they said it was 3 days in Petan Bill, the Amber program.
He came in 2012 and 2015. You understand?
Right.
Andrew Holness and him build the Amber group.
Yes.
Don't let out Andrew.
Because when him come in, the Integrity Commission was under Andrew Thiel.
Yes.
Because him couldn't declare all of him assets. But the person, the investor, the mystery investor was somebody for Andrew. But the person that bust for Andrew because say them can't declare for them assets. And wonder why Wheatley gets so much blight. You ever look into it? Why Wheatley get so much blight from Andrew?
Down to the baby.
Can't declare his assets.
Sister, down to the blind can't see that. Down to the blind can't see that.
All right. Okay. So now the coolie boy now him and the mule and they wash everything for Andrew because the Amber group is for Andrew. Okay?
I agree with you with that.
Research it good and take all the initials then. Because the first letter A is for Andrew. And go one day and sit down and look through all of them because you know who in an Andrew circle more than me. And who can do more digging.
All right.
But him have all of Andrew money.
Well, one thing was sure.
Andrew wanted confused, you know. He wanted nationwide.
All right.
Because Andrew knows say a whole heap of money for taxes, back taxes. So when him get it now, if we can just write that off, as I say, it was a forfeiture.
All right.
Defaulted on it. So it was repossessed like. So he would take it over. So that's why Amber was gonna go into it with Cliff. And then when him going there now with Cliff, him would have taken it for Andrew.
Okay.
But he is the front man for Andrew.
Yes, well, we figured out how that he's fronting a lot of things.
Front man for Andrew.
Yes,
all
and
of Andrew money is with this guy.
Yes. He's fronting a lot of things for Andrew. He's fronting a lot of things for Andrew. There's no doubt about that.
He's fronting money for Andrew from China and from Russia.
Well, I don't know about China and Russia. I don't know about China and Russia. He's fronting. What I know about. You understand that he's fronting a lot of the corruption money that obviously Andrew Holness administration.
Money that come from China.
Well,
let me show you how now.
Yeah,
you
but
see them
sister,
rules with China the bill, it belongs to China. Jamaica don't have any land down there anymore. Years now. China, they take away every piece of land down there because Andrew, they tell him, say, develop it and make pretty road.
All right.
And the taxes, we will never be able to finish pay for them taxes there. So
okay.
You keep checking it out for me. You have more areas to check more than I can check.
All right, my sister.
But trust me, it'll come good.
Okay. All right. Blessings.
Good.
Okay. Cool.
Farm.
All right. Okay. Well, that is the lady's input, right? Now let us go to some serious investigation. We open the investigation. And as you know, right, that this is an investigative channel, and we are going to go back into some very serious situation, right, where we're going to show up and expose, right, Andrew Holness. Now, what I'm going to expose is extremely serious in such a way that we have seen that Andrew Holness is trying his best to wiggle out of the investigation. But I'm going to show you some things with SSL. I want for Jamaica to look at it. I'm going to show you some things. And after reviewing this, I realized that when we talk about Andrew Holness in a mess, Andrew Holness in some deep mess. I am going to play this video. And the reason for me to play this video, because when we were investigating back in the early, before we did not know that SSL did not have a license. This is where it is important to Jamaica. I want all people, right, to pay attention in terms of what I'm saying. When the mystic sensation, the lonesome and melting pot, digging into SSL, at the time, we were not aware that SSL did not have a license. This made the situation extremely dangerous for Andrew Holness. Because Andrew Holness administration knows that SSL did not have a license. I'm going to play this. I want you to listen. Today is going to be extremely serious. Pay close attention. Let us get into this. To show you the art of corruption. Let us get into this. What am I missing here? Let us get into this. Okay, here it is. I want you to listen. Jamaica, when me done today, no, it is very serious. You see, what Andrew Holness is trying to do right now, giving awards to Darrell Valls, George Davison, is trying to normalize corruption in the society. And that is what Andrew Holness is trying to do, because Andrew Holness knows what is coming down in the pipeline. And he's looking that sort of bucketive that when these things come out, and it's worse, like the judge lifted the injunction, so the case has to be now fully investigated. We have fed the tax administration of Jamaica, the Integrity Commission of the Integrity Commission investigation, investigators, they are now going to dive deep into Andrew Holness. Mighty God, Jamaica people, let me give you some of the bombshell that is coming up. Listen to this, Jamaica.
Welcome back to Primetime News.
And a special welcome once again to our viewers on TVJ International in the Cayman Islands and online at onespotmedia.com.
Up first this evening, 3 former executives charged in connection with the scandal-hit investment firm Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, had their bail extended when they appeared in the Supreme Court today.
Former Director Hugh Croskery, former Montego Bay Branch Manager Sarah Meany, and former Chief Executive Officer Zachary Harding are scheduled to return to court on April 27, 2026 for the continuation of case management.
More on this report from Raquel Porto.
The matter began earlier today in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court, but was transferred to the Supreme Court by way of a voluntary bill of indictment, a move that allows the Director of Public Prosecutions to fast-track serious cases without a preliminary examination. When the matter was called up this afternoon, the court was told that the 3 are charged with multiple offenses, including carrying on security business without a license, issuing securities without a license, as well as failing to maintain a trust account. The other charges are taking deposits as an unregistered entity, borrowing foreign exchange without a license, operating a company in Jamaica without being duly registered, and fraudulently inducing persons to invest. The court was also told that the case file remains incomplete. As part of their bail conditions, a stop order has been imposed and the defendants are required to surrender their travel documents. Meanwhile, King's Counsel Caroline Hay, who is representing SSL trustee Cadian Campbell, raised concerns about her client being brought to court in handcuffs. The issue was later addressed. SSL collapsed in January 2024 amid allegations of a $4 billion fraud. Last month, members of the security forces and the Financial Investigations Division carried out search and seizure operations at 4 properties linked to the accused in St. Andrew and 1 in St. James.
All right, let me stop it here in Jamaica. And let me ask a question. Why do you think Mystic Sensation went back for that old clip? Why Mystic Sensation went back for that old clip? I went back for that old clip to show something specific. SSL was operating a security business without security license. Want you to listen to me in Jamaica. Borrowing security exchange without a license. Andrew Holness, Nigel Clark, and the Jamaica Labour Party cabinet would have known that SSL doesn't have a license. But where am I going, people? Where am I going? I'm going to show you where I'm going. I'm going to show you where I'm going, Jamaica. To show you how evil this man is. So think of it. That the government fully aware that SSL doesn't have a license. I'm going to show you something, Jamaica. Look at this. Look at the transaction of Andrew Holness into SSL. This is what the Integrity Commission investigators dig up and find. You know. Look at Andrew Holness' transaction into SSL. Look at this, Jamaica. I want the world to see this. Let me pick it up. So you can see loud and clear. So this is all of the breakdown here. Let me get to the top and explain it so you can understand. Let me just, hold on, let me just take this call here. Yes, caller. You're on Mystic Sensation Live. Please go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Byron, who is working for the Jamaican people.
Thank you.
I sent you a text, you know. Did you see it on a photo of my house, what the Hurricane Melissa has been destroyed?
Yes.
Totally.
Yes.
And I have to catch up in somebody back room. You know.
Whoa.
That's not nice.
People, I want you to listen to this.
So you could look at, when you have time, you could
yes.
Look at it.
Okay.
Okay. Are you on live now?
Yes, I'm on live.
Okay.
All right. So we will talk.
Finish. You could take a look at it.
Okay, cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Jamaica, look at this. 2008 is very significant. It's to show you the level of evil and wickedness with Andrew Holness. 2008, Andrew Holness also take out ADMAT. And all of this here goes into ADMAT through SSL. How did he get the money? The illegal awarding of contract to Gavin when he was the Minister of Education, the influencing in the awarding of contracts to Gavin between the period 2007 to 2009. I want you to follow me, you know, people. Follow me. Between 2007 to 2009, the illegal awarding of contracts to Gavin. And he set up ADMAT through Patrick Bailey. This is the reason why Patrick Bailey cannot face an interrogation. You know? Because Patrick Bailey sets up all of the shell companies for Andrew Holness. All of them. All of them. In 2008, in SSL, I am going to tell you how evil this piece of hey, Jamaica, this is investors' money Andrew Holness is robbing. You know? This is investors' money. Look, this is investors' money. The now Prime Minister had robbed in 108,000 US dollars in SSL. You know? See the people? Now tell no lie upon him. And in the same 2008, here it is, 56,000 US dollars in a JMMB. You know? Let me ask the Prime Minister a question. More ask the Prime Minister a question. So, Andrew, how you find yourself in SSL? Let me answer Prime Minister a question now. And the reason why I'm going to answer Prime Minister a question, because guess what? Before all of this, let us take 2008 out of our mind before we go any further. Let us look what Andrew Holness did in 2006. I'm going to tell you that this man is a, hey, listen to me. In a 2006, Andrew Holness, a part of Olint. 2006, Andrew Holness was in Olint. Darrell Vaz was in Olint. Andrew Wheatley was in Olint. They were in Olint, all three of them. They were amongst the hierarchy with Zachary Arden. The whole of them where you see in a SSL. Right? A syndicate of them. Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, Andrew Wheatley. You come out and tell me say lie me and tell you. You go out and come tell me say lie me and tell. You all in all in 2006. And after you rob the investors in a 2006, all in turn around and give you $5 million US to to fund no campaign. Uno come out and tell me say lie me tell. Uno come out and tell me say lie me tell. Uno never stop there, you know. Uno rub up the investors in a 2006. And then uno Ponzi scheme up in all three of you, Andrew Holness, Whitney, Darrell Vars. You see the order of Jamaica where you get, we want to use you and broke your cloth. You wait until the Integrity Commission investigators zoom in upon you. Them zoom in upon you already, you know. But wait until we carry you to the crossroad. We're going to shame you. We're going to embarrass you, nasty piece of mess. With the order of Jamaica where you get, with the criminal boss give you. And in a 2007, you go cross Cash Plus, and you and the same set of people them rob the investors them, you know. So uno mash down 2 Ponzi scheme, all it. Uno mash it down. Then you jump across 2007 and go in a Cash Plus, and uno mash it down, rob the investors. And then 2008, Susha become fine here. So the IC come fine here. And we have the investigation with you, you know, in a Cash Plus 2006 and 2007, you know, we have that, you know. That is what we're going to come out with Tuesday to show the people them say, me not lie. I mean, I tell the people them we not come out with it. I'll come out with it Tuesday. Right? To connect this. So 2008 now you pick up, now you're gone in a SSL. After you rob the investors in a Cash Plus, rob the investors in a Olint, rob them in a Cash Plus, and now see you in a SSL, $108,000 US. And at the same time, you stretch across JMMB and put 56,000 damn effing thief. You're criminal. And see there, your financial investment. This is what INV mean, financial investment. Your total financial investment between Stocks and Security Limited and JMMB equate to $164,190.63. Mighty God of Daniel. In a 2009, you know, stop it. You know, stop, and you know have no conscience in your stomach. If you say no, you're wicked to investors. Even one old lady with a ball out say her whole life saving gone, and you want to take away. In a 2009, see you know, because the money sweet, you know. Money sweet, you. Look what you do now. You increase it now in a 2009. See you in a 2009, 293,000. You double it. You go harder. You go harder. You currently increase. Me say, hey, me don't know what them tolerate in the parliament, you know. I don't know how Jamaica tolerate you, my brother. When you show them something, I don't know how Jamaica tolerate you, and honest. Them something that grieve me out, them something that crunch me, man. Look how you increase it. From 108, 2009, did you sorry for them? When investors the ball can't get their money, 293,000 you put in, man, because guess what? You make the work. You make a hard. You're a prime, look, mighty God, you're a minister, man. You're a member of parliament, and you find yourself in them something, man. You find yourself in them level of criminality. So you increase SSL, and then you increase JMMB from 56,000 to 101 to me said, Jesus, Father God. And see there, your financial investment in 2009 double up $394,000. Almighty God, did you hear the people them? All crow bait. Did you hear the people them nastiness? Hey, me not respect you, you know. Me don't have no respect for the platform I feel, you know. Me come out serious when me look on this, you know. Me come out well serious and hey, listen to me, all crowbait. You are criminal. In a 2010, look what you do, no man. Look what you do in a 2010. See, there you double up, you put your foot in the people that make you crush it. Stop. Investor, look, an investor, you wicked say. An investor, you wicked to say. An investor, Andrew Owners, Jamaica investors, you wicked to say. And see here, 94,000 in a JMMB. I see a total investment here, 436,000. Hey, and you see, when I tell them something as some nasty, dirty labor right where don't even have any friggin' education. Dunce like a butt. Dunce, they don't even understand. Even this that I'm explaining, they don't even understand. Don't even understand. Mighty goodness. But you think that they said the wickedness stop? You come here this morning. You think that they said the wickedness stop? Eh? You think that's weird the wickedness stop with Andrew Owners? Let me show you something, Jamaica. So when we brought forward to 2012, which is significant, I'm going to show you something, Jamaica. I see you Bruce Golden. Now come here, Bruce Golden. See I run out. Well, I'll wait until we reach your topic. Now come here, Bruce Golden. Just second. If you notice, that was the Bruce Golden period. You know? So Bruce Golden, let me ask you a question. Were you in Olint, Cash Plus, and SSL? I have to answer these questions. You know? Because you allow Andrew Owners to carry off them thing. Yeah. You give him the key and fly the gate and let in the pirate. So then I'm going to show you now, Jamaica, how the Portia Simpson administration care for Jamaican people in spite of how Bruce Golden wrecked the economy. And where Portia Simpson for crawl on their knees. Hold on now, people. Let me give you now the true history. As immediately as Portia Simpson went in, Portia Simpson locked down SSL. Immediately, Portia Simpson. That's why I say, hey, we love Portia. That's why, hey, remember, you know, Portia Simpson slapped Jack Smith, you know, the very same way, you know. Portia Simpson put your hand on Jack Smith, you know, and say one thing, left poor people effing money. Left poor people effing money, and Portia Simpson slap him and make sure, say, you know what Portia Simpson tell him, say, you must go in prison. And Portia Simpson did not stop until Portia Simpson put Jack Smith in prison. And immediately as Portia Simpson took over power, what Portia Simpson did? Squeeze SSL. Let me show you the evidence. Squeeze SSL in 2012. Portia Simpson don't give them no chance. As Portia Simpson goes in, Portia Simpson said, come here. And Portia Simpson put on the padlock on them. Let me show you the evidence. We don't ramp around here. We don't play around here. But people, forgive me with the level of my behavior for today. But I am awfully upset. Right? Let me show the evidence. Listen.
And to address the false claims made by JLP Senator Afka Fitz-Henley. The truth is, in 2013, under the PNP administration, we took decisive action to protect Jamaican investors. The FSC issued a directive requiring SSL to suspend critical activities due to breaches of the Securities Act. But in 2017, under the JLP administration, those restrictions were lifted. The FSC discontinued proceedings to suspend SSL's license based on the company's claims of compliance. And what happened next? In 2023, the massive fraud was uncovered which has devastated hundreds of Jamaicans, thousands actually. So Senator Fitzhenley's claim that the PNP took no action is a blatant lie. The facts are clear. The PNP actually acted to protect investors, while the JLP's decision to lift restrictions left Jamaicans vulnerable. Today, I'm repeating my call for transparency and accountability in the SSL issue. Has the Crow report, a forensic audit of SSL?
All right, let me stop that. Just want to show the evidence to my people. But, Mr. Sensation, where do you go from here? Where do you go from here? And why are you presenting it in such a chronological sequence? You understand, for better understanding and for people to understand the level of evil when it comes to Andrew Holness and his administration and crony capitalism. It's vicious to our people. Where am I going? Now, let me show you Jamaica, where I am going. Because where I am going, you're going to understand now the root of the evil. The root of the evil, and let me speak before I play the clip that is going to show Jamaica and confirm that this man is the ultimate evil. So then now we have proven that the People's National Party clamped down on SSL in 2013 and de-licensed them, took away the license from them. But Andrew Holness went into power 2016 because remember he mixed up with them from 2006 in Oil Cash Plus under Bruce Golding administration, giving you facts that cannot be disputed. And so then one of his dreams that he wants to manifest is to continue the Ponzi scheme. So in 2017, what Andrew Holness did is administration. What Jamaica people did not know, I am going to tell you now and reveal. And even Robinson made an error. I'm going to point out the error that Robinson made. Robinson said that the Jamaica Labour Party had lifted the license, had relicensed SSL. They did not. They did not. Robinson, they did not. I'm telling you now, they did not. And let me tell you how I find out that, Mr. Robinson. Because the first clip that I played, the investigators found out that SSL did not have a license. Did not have a license. The license was taken away from them from 2013. They didn't have it. That makes it worse for Andrew Holness, knowing very well that the PNP locked them down in 2013. And you know what? Know very well that SSL did not have a license to operate. Did not have a license to operate. They know that. But they hacked under false pretense, as if SSL have a license. Let us start the corruption. And Nigel Clark, as it relates to FSC, sending FSC to do checks and balance to SSL was a facade. Was a fucking facade. You knew that they don't have a license. They should be crunched. You knew. Nigel Clark, you know that's why you run. You know, because these things are going to come out. And we are here in this place. You know, they did not have a license. SSL did not have a license. The investigation delivered that to us, that SSL operate without a license. Nigel Clark, anyway your backside there, don't sit down comfortable. Anyway your backside there, don't sit down comfortable. Andrew Honest, trust me, you must go prison. Here the next clip that I'm going to play. The next clip that I'm going to play is going to tell Jamaica that Nigel Clark know that SSL did not have a license. Andrew Clark know that SSL did not have a license. Prevail William knows that SSL did not have a license. Darrell Vaz knows that SSL did not have a license. Andrew Wheatley knows that SSL did not have a license. The cabinet know that SSL did not have a license, and upon knowing all of these things, the next clip is telling you what they did. Look on what they did, knowing that SSL did not have a license. Look what Andrew Holness, Darrell Vaz, the whole element of the cabinet did. Look, people, look at this. Look at this.
Andrea, there have also been questions about the number of public sector entities with investments in SSL. What did the minister say about that?
The minister indicated, Herman, that Kenneth Tomlinson, who has been appointed temporary manager of SSL, told him that public bodies had just under $1 billion in investments. Now, 2 public bodies had the bulk of investments in SSL.
The National Health Fund has a balance of approximately $740 million, $740,563,000.
You are a effing thief, Nigel Clark. You are a damn thief, you and Andrew Honest and your cabinet. You know SSL did not have a license. Why you take the public entity money and put into SSL knowing that SSL did not have a license? You are a damn criminal.
$1,020. The National Housing Trust has a balance of $238,855,480. The National Insurance.
Now, the National Insurance Fund had over $8.4 million, over $8.9 million for the Jamaica Agricultural Society, and the Jamaica Banana Catastrophe Fund, over $98,000. Now, another concern sparking debate was if the minister knew about the operations of SSL prior to the fraud. The FSC labeled the SSL as a...
Very good question. Very good question. That's why I have to go back to this clip. And the question that you asked, my sister, let me answer. You mean I'll give them no time for your answer? Yes, they knew about it. They knew about it. So if they know about it, that SSL did not have a license, why took the public funds monies and put it in SSL? Because they want to steal it.
Problem institution in one of its reports, and it also said that the entity had a culture of non-compliance and mismanagement of client funds.
Let me state categorically that in approximately 5 years of service as Minister of Finance and the Public Service, neither the FSC Board of Commissioners nor the FSC Executive Director nor any person from the FSC has ever raised Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, with me in any way.
You're a damn liar. You are a damn liar from the pit of hell. So for people who don't really know why you run, this is the reason why you effing run. This is the reason why you effing run. Because you know, as the previous clip that I put out there, long run, short catch. Your wrongdoing is going to be catching up on you guys. So then all the fight that you are fighting not to go into the court, you are going to go into the court. You are going to go into the court. So you guys knew very well. And I know, you know the funniest thing, Jamaican people, let me tell you the funniest thing. Right now, as I am speaking to you all, they are looking at me right now. They know, yeah. I'm taking out my glasses so you can see my face good. You are looking at me now. And I am one of your worst nightmare. Yes. Let me put on my spectacles. You're a bunch of criminals. So when we say that with the level of criminality and you hit the system with American dollars, you can't tell Trump. You can't tell Trump. Now take 10,000. 10,000 we are give. 10,000 you have to take. I don't want to hear him out. I don't want to hear him out. 10,000 of them we want you to take. And don't ask me about other Caribbean countries. Well, guess what? Me and Matley say, none of them can come here and nobody come and ask me about them. Because I know you know that. And you can't wheel me around because I am not corrupted. So you know, come to me with that. You know what me stand for? Me and Matley? Democratic socialism. No come to me around as a crony capitalist. No come to me with no corruption. You better not go to Andrew. And so then, you come on my Bruce Golden because I come here. And while I do agree with everything that you are saying, we give you that. And said everything what you are saying, you are correct. I give you that. But Bruce Golden, you know that it is you and Andrew Owen's level of corruption brought United States attention to us. And so then both you, Bruce Golden, and Andrew sold out our sovereignty because of your criminality. So that's why America could look on you and said, leave power. Don't play with me. Don't get bright with me. When we tell you so we want to do this, send him come. No long talking. And as a matter of fact, if you are going to long talk, do me have to spread out your business, you know. Send him come. Hey, me come on phone this morning. So hold on. Let me get in my folder here. So all right, Mr. Bruce Golden. You believe that, okay, you're not at the helm of the politics. You're a former president, you're a former prime minister, so you can come out and you can speak freely. Yes, speak freely, you have the right to do so. Freedom of speech, the Charter of Rights, Jamaica Charter of Rights. You can speak freely, but don't be a hypocrite with us. Don't be hypocritical with us. Now, let us listen to you, Bruce Golden. Don't be a hypocrite with us. Because Mystic Sensation is going to set us straight. Let me make the people hear you. Because everything what you're saying here, I will give you that 100% that you are being truthful. You are not telling any lies here. You have been truthful. But there's another part of the story that you need to tell. Let us hear you.
When asked me to be here, one of the questions I asked him was, how are the Jamaicans there doing? And he said, they're doing well. despite the challenges and the odds. I'm going to speak to some of that this evening, because we back home are facing some of those same challenges, those same odds. But as Irvin said, we are resilient. We little but we talawa. We are nice, but we are tough. Let me thank Team Jamaica Victors for the privilege of sharing some thoughts with you as we celebrate our 64th year of independence. And we celebrate as well 32 years of outstanding work by Team Jamaica Victors. No commendation is too great for the efforts of Irvin Clear, Blaine Stoddard, and the team in recognizing that there was a need in conceptualizing a response and in persevering even when it seemed to be overly ambitious. And they have grown the organization to what it is today. Its initial focus was on taking care of the student athletes when they arrived to compete in the Penn relays. Many of them were traveling abroad for the first time. Never been on a plane before. And they found themselves in an environment where they knew no one other than their teammates and their coaches. Some found themselves in a strange land and had to prepare themselves mentally and physically for the competition. Few people would have recognized that something was missing. But Irvin and Blaine recognized that. They needed to be acclimatized, that their dietary needs had to be carefully managed if they were to be at their best, and that they needed to be made to feel at home as much as possible. They recognized it. And when Team Jamaica Victor came into being, and since over these 32 years, has built such a legacy that they can be proud and for which they must be saluted. It has contributed immensely to the development of our athletes, some of whom, like Usain Bolt, Shelley Ann Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson Hero, Sharika Jackson, Asafa Powell, Merlene Otti, Veronica Campbell Brown, and I could name so many others, have gone on to become world champions. But Team Jamaica Bickle, and that they needed to be made to feel at home as much as possible. They recognized it. And when Team Jamaica Bickle came into being, and since over these 32 years, has built such a legacy that they can be proud and for which they must be saluted. It has contributed immensely to the development of our athletes, some of whom, like Usain Bolt, Shelley Ann Fraser Price, Elaine Thompson Hero, Sharika Jackson, Asafa Powell, Merlene Otti, Veronica Campbell Brown, and I could name so many others, have gone on to become world champions. But Team Jamaica Bickle didn't stop there. It didn't stop at just providing hospitality. It has provided funding round of applause. But you know, we must recognize that they couldn't have done it alone. And we must celebrate as well all of the sponsors, the donors, the volunteers.
We don't want to go through all of this. We want to get...
And a vote majority of less than 4,000 votes. Yet there was a peaceful, orderly change of government. Not a single shot was fired. The PNP did not claim that the election was stolen. No mob attacked Gordon House and ransacked the place. People went about their business the following day as if the previous day was just a normal day. Little as we are, there are some important things that some big and powerful countries could learn from us. Upon his retirement, Norman Manley said that the mission of his generation.
Jamaica may wonder why I'm playing this in length. I want to show you as it relates to how Bruce Golding, speaking of, right, the People's National Party and the transformation and the evolution under the Jamaica Labour Party and certain things that Bruce Golding had been speaking about. So we want to listen before we get to, you understand, how America, right, is trying to battering us down. I want you to listen to the background.
Was to achieve political independence. And he proclaimed mission accomplished. The mission of the next generation, he said, was to achieve economic independence. That goal has proven to be elusive. But
so let me come right in here, so in terms of him talking about the dream that Michael Manley have, wanting the Jamaicans to have this economic progress. And where him, Bruce Golding, said that dream become elusive. It became elusive because of what the Jamaica Labour Party had done under Edward Seaga, using the CIA to mash down democratic socialism. And so then Michael Manley did not realize or get to manifest, right, the dream that he have for us. But the work had begun when Michael Manley moved in and forced by the backsides that owned by the Crony Capitalists, right, and start to distribute the benefits to Jamaican people. So let us set him straight with that.
we have made progress. We have made some significant strides, especially over the last 15 years. Our national debt that had reached as much as 145% of our gross domestic product has been cut by more than a half. And that is even after Hurricane Melissa. Our net international reserves now stand at $6.5 billion US, which command respect in the international financial market.
So here he is, right, setting up the stage, right, to shape Andrew Holness to look good. Now it is Andrew Holness send him out, you know. And one would ask why Bruce Golding came out, right? Bruce Golding wouldn't come out and want to go against Andrew Holness and go against his party. But he's shaping a narrative. What Bruce Golding is not telling the people, right, is that, of course, Bruce Golding, him himself, Bruce Golding, failed between 2007 and 2011. That's why I want to play the clip in its foundation, in its fullness. What Bruce Golding is not telling the Jamaican people that him, Bruce Golding, damaged the economy between 2007 to 2011. Him, Bruce Golding, is not saying to Jamaican people that the IMF abandoned Jamaica under his government. I am just showing you, you understand the viciousness of crony capitalists, and now want to cement in saying that, okay, the United States is pressuring Andrew Holness and Andrew Holness cannot do better. He have to accept the 10,000 TCN. This is what Bruce Golding is shaping. So I set the argument for you people to understand. But the truth is, it is the criminality of Bruce Golding and Andrew Holness put Jamaica in this predicament. But here he is on a platform speaking as if he's an angel and trying to pave the way for Andrew Holness and for Jamaican to accept TCN. We're not going to accept them a backside. We're not going to accept them. Them a criminal, them a pedophile, them a rapists. So Bruce Golding come out now and try to shake on if you understand how the politics work, This is what Bruce Golding is doing. His reason for coming out. You understand? It's not just Bruce Golding just coming out just like that. It's well organized and engineered by the Jamaica Labour Party. But I'm telling you something. You see, if this never planned by the Jamaica Labour Party for Bruce Golding come out, the first person who would have attacked Bruce Golding would be Warmington. If it wasn't engineered by the Jamaica Labour Party, the first person who would have attacked him would be Warmington. When you realize that Warmington silent? Because Bruce Golding set now to clear the way and shape the way. He's speaking truth when he said America, you understand, force this down to the Jamaican government. But what he's not speaking the truth about, causation. Causation is important. Why are we in this predicament so that the United States now can dictate to us? Why are we in this predicament? Why United States cannot dictate to Mia Motley? Because they will want to try to say that Jamaica can't do anything. United States is big and powerful. Then hold on. Barbados is smaller than Jamaica. Barbados, who's smaller than Jamaica, stand up more than Jamaica and stand up stronger than Jamaica. Mia Motley, now attack them. You see, United States are rush Mia Motley. United States now rush Mia Motley, Bruce Golding, because Mia Motley is not corrupted. It is you and Andrew Holness who corrupted, and that's why you are in this predicament. I can hear some more of you. But come on for you today.
Our unemployment rate is now less than 4%, the lowest.
Someone want to know hearing people for themselves, or they must sell Andrew Holness. I don't want people, you understand how the politics work. You are here, he's going to now lament to sell Andrew Holness as a positive leader, as a leader who is doing something, because Bruce Golding and Andrew Holness, you understand, they're involved in several criminal activities. And after this done, we're going to prove it and show them. Several criminal activities that they have involved in. He is like Andrew Holness, you understand, but he's the dormant portion of Andrew Holness. Him is a Dracula. Dracula this year look upon. Him is a Dracula. So I want you to listen to show you how he's going to sell the Jamaica Labour Party and sell Andrew Holness. Listen to Mystic Sensation, people. Listen.
It has ever been in our history. For the first time, I have seen back home signs on some business places, employees wanted. Inflation is running at less than 6% despite the pressures caused by the war in Iran. We have a stable exchange rate. Over the last 5 years, the exchange rate has depreciated by about 1% a year.
Now remember in Jamaica, he's also getting 200% increase on his money. The increase that Andrew Holness had done, him a benefit. So you see, what they done now, they had called him out and tell him to come and defend the government. Because guess what? It is serious now that they have to accept the 10,000 and some of them who are criminals in the country. So what Bruce Golding is coming out to do now is to try to solve the Jamaican minds. You understand? To accept the TCN criminal. This is what this criminal is doing here. This is what this Dracula is doing right here, in front of our face, Shaping up an economy. When the economy, they fall, they flip, they kill Pupalik, and are dead. To make it look like, said, the economy, the employment rate is down to a particular, the unemployment rate is down. Inflation is coming down. All of that, what Bruce Golding has said, that's all a lie. All of this, what Bruce Golding, they shape us up. It is Andrew Holness and the think tankers send out Bruce Golding. We want to know, understand that. Listen.
Our annual tourist arrivals are over 4 million. Our murder rate, which is something I know that has been of concern to all of you, which at one time reached as high as over 1,600 murders in 1 year. Our murder rate is now down to 600 last year and still coming down.
So this is how crony capitalists work. The Draculaism in the politics. Because while he's talking about the murder rate coming down, he's not speaking of the police atrocity as it relates to extrajudicial killings going up. He's not speaking of that. He's not speaking of that. So you have to look on the vampire, the Dracula in front of us. Listen to him.
We have a capable and independent judiciary. I don't know about anywhere else, but back home we don't have PNP judges and JP judges.
Again, spinning. We have a capable, right? This and that. If we were capable, the DPP would have charged Andrew Holness. This cement the lie and the wickedness and the victimization that you are taking with the innocent and the poor people. You know very well, Bruce Golding, that if the system, the criminal justice system, was capable, Andrew Holness would place before the court. You know that. Are you in agreement? Let me ask you a question, Bruce Golding. I am asking this to you because I know that you are going to get this clip sometime. And in you listening to me, I am asking you, Bruce Golding, do you agree? And I want you to answer this before you come out. Do you agree that a prime minister, as it relates to his statutory declaration going 5 years, should continue to represent us? I want you to answer that question, Bruce Golding, before you start to speak and my comment. Go in front of the mirror, Bruce Golding. Do an introspection. And ask yourself the question. Is it okay for a prime minister where his statutory declaration cannot be certified, going 5 years, should still represent us? I want you to speak on that, Bruce Golding.
And the backlog that has plagued our court system for so long has been significantly reduced.
Since it has been significantly reduced, Bruce Golding, let me ask you a question. Why Ruel Reid case cannot face trial? Talk to me, Bruce Golding. Why Ruel Reid cannot face trial? Why Patrick Bailey, one-time lawyer for Andrew Holness, where Jermaine killed in his house, Bruce Golding, Why Patrick Bailey cannot be interrogated, Bruce Golding? Tell us why. You see, before you come out, I would like you to come on my platform and let me and you have a one-to-one, Are you come? I am giving you an open invitation to come on the platform and let us speak one-to-one on my platform. Please, I'm sending out an invitation to you, Bruce Golding, to show Jamaica that you are brave and you're big and you're strong and you can speak. Come on my platform and answer some questions that I'm going to put forward to you. Let us hear some more.
Despite all of the pressures on our health services, and our health services are always under pressure, but despite all of that, we managed the COVID crisis better than many other countries.
Bruce Golding, stop chat shit out of your mouth. So shit you chat. So shit you're talking. Do we have a good healthcare, sir? Are you saying to the Jamaican people that we have a good healthcare? Bruce Golding, no MRI machine, no bed, no emergency vehicles, and over $600 billion missing from the Ministry of Health. What the F you talk? You only expose yourself in telling Jamaica that you are a part of what is wrong as it relates to the corruption. You come out and try to protect the status quo of corruption. That is what you are telling Jamaica right here. We can listen to you some more.
Can I give you some figures? The number of deaths in Jamaica related to COVID amounted to 125 per 100,000 of population. The comparative figure in the United States was 375 per 100.
Bruce Golding, you and your dunce self don't try to trick the Jamaican people. United States, in terms of any one damn state, is larger than us, and you cannot measure it that way, you damn dunce. Which state in the United States Jamaica is bigger than? Tell me which state in the United States that Jamaica bigger than your piece of mess. Your piece of Crony Capitalist Dracula. You piece of mess. As a matter of fact, you know what? We don't have no time to listen to you any longer. Let me take you off. You understand? Because we know what you say. As if we let them go wait until we not give you no more time for my platform. Let me take you off your big. I'm going to your business. I'm going to your business and show the people them say you're criminal quick and fast. I'm going to your business and show the people them say you're criminal quick and fast. Me not give no more time. Me not give no time. Me not give no more time. Me not give no more time for the platform. Make me go in now. Okay. See the piece of shenanigans we're involved in now. Come here, Bruce Golding. You understand? Because Jamaican don't know about this. So you come in here, son. You come in here, so we could deal with your ass corruption then. When I sell out here Jamaica, you sell out the whole of them places. See the big deal where you make here. You understand? Kingston, Jamaica, government signed over its 3 remaining sugar estate to a Chinese company in a privatization deal Monday that has been long-standing goal of Prime Minister Bruce Golding administration. You understand? When you sell out most of Jamaican assets, right? Sugar, the sugar companies them, here Jamaica them, all of the company them, cement factory, all of them where you blasted criminal government. Who you get the contract to? You get the contract to thief in Arbin Hill. You understand? To charge millions of dollars for consultant fee and pay your kickback money. See the corruption here. Under the agreement, China's compliant international sugar industry Co Limited will be leased roughly 18,000 hectares, 44,478 acres of cane field for the next 49 years and will own 3 sugar estates and their surrounding properties. This is what you do. This is what you do, Bruce Golden. Complant paid $9 million for the Monimos, Frome and Bernard factories and control of surrounding sugarcane lands under the lease. This is what you do. This is what your corrupted government do. The deal also calls for the Chinese company to rehabilitate the sugar mills. Right? Golden said compliance total investment should come roughly to $166 million. We have been very careful to ensure that the critical assets of Jamaica are protected, and therefore the acres of land which have been earmarked for sugar will be leased to the company. Golden said, you protect Jamaica, you're blasted. Now, man, bust your bubbles. Now, watch this now, Jamaica. Look where we are going. And as a result of that, guess what? He came under investigation from the contractor general. He came under investigation for it. Here it is. See the evidence here? So we know what we are talking about. He came under investigation for it. Let us show this. Let us show this. Hold on. All right. Yes, let us show this. Let us show Jamaica that you came under, see ya? You came under investigation for it. You and Arbinel. See ya? Look see if we can make up this more. You came under investigation for this bullshit. See the Jamaica? Office of the Contractor General of Jamaica, special report of investigation conducted into the award of multi-million-dollar consultancy contract to Mr. Arbin Hill or his company, Corporate Strategies Limited. This is what you do, Bruce Golden. On 2009, October 16, the Office of the Contractor General, acting on behalf of the Contractor General and pursuant to Section 15, Subsection 1 and 16 of the Contractor General Act, initiated an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the award of multi-million-dollar consultancy contract to Mr. Arbin Hill or his company, Corporate Strategies Limited, by the Sugar Company of Jamaica, a government of Jamaica public body. Right? This is what you do. Right? And see that? We have it. The OCG decision to commence the formal investigation followed upon certain allegations which were initially aired over the electronic media in 2009, October 15. Subsequently, on 2009, October 16, an article which was entitled $27 million for Arbin Hill was posted on the website of Sunday Herald newspaper. The article alleged that Mr. Arbin Hill Company, Corporate Strategies Limited, had been paid $27 million for consultancy services. See the article here? The article further indicated inter alia as follows. Hill's company, according to invoices submitted to the Ministry of Agriculture, is paid over $1.9 million monthly, you know, for consultancy services, right? Driver salary, motor vehicles expenses, and telephone expenses. We saw no wicked and cruel to the Jamaican people. Between June and July this year, the government paid over $3.9 million for these services. The contract, according to documents obtained by the Sunday Herald, was approved by cabinet decision in June 2008. And remember, who was in your cabinet? Who was in your cabinet? Andrew Oles and you. Andrew Oles and you in the cabinet for privatization of the sugar industry and was extended to July 2009. Right? Now, let me show you other corruption we're involved in now. Right? Jamaican people don't know this, you know. So may I teach them this. Let me show the other corruption we're involved in now. Because you come out and you run out and you attack. You understand me there for you? Make you expose your backside and show you the other corruption, what you're involved in. Let us show it. All other people. Let us just show this. What happened to this? Okay. You come up here, sir. You come up here, sir, Mr. Bruce. You come here. Because you come out and go on like you're clean and you talk about rare. You shouldn't come out, you know, because I come embarrassing, you know. I tell you, I come out, come embarrassing, you know. Now, look on this, sit here. Bruce going to resign as Jamaica Prime Minister because of the nastiness where you're involved in. So when you attack our United States now, you understand the force Jamaica, you understand if you take TCN, and you and Andrew Holness invite United States with no level of corruption, you understand? So then, you have no bargaining chip in our hand. Maybe sure Jamaica say, oh no, you and Andrew Holness have no bargaining chip, and because you know corrupted United States now the force you know to take TCN. Yes, what you say is true. As it relates to United States force you know force you people to take TCN, but you start the corruption, and you give Andrew Holness the key, and you fly the gate and let in the pirate. You know say Andrew Holness a pirate from morning. So we could go in a fear corruption and show the people say you're corrupted equally like Andrew Holness. See it here? Veteran leader, damaged Labour Party, standing by opposing as extradition of drug lord Christopher Dudosco to the US. Eh? Now when the United States tell you, you understand, say they want to do this. You understand? You the turn up in the people them way and you know say you're corrupt. You know say you're corrupt. And so because United States have the whole thing and the whole mess that you involve in, you understand? Them tell you to resign and you have to resign. Why did you resign? Why you never turn up and fight them? You never want your business to expose. You never want your nastiness to expose. So you have to just take them instruction. Then they tell you to resign. They told you to resign. And you have to resign. Because they found you wanted. You were corrupted. They found you. Remember, you know, United States spoke that a drugs done and criminal fund you campaigning. The United States said in this document, you know. That's why I bring out this document for you, to show the people them who you are. You don't come out like you're Mr. Goody Goody. You go back in. You go back under your rock. Now see here. I can read out in file. Yes, people, I can read out in file. They go on like him Mr. Goody Goody. Bruce Golding, the Jamaican Prime Minister, will step down as leader in the coming weeks. Yes, he needs to step down because, you understand, corrupted. Averting a possible party rebellion that could have led to his ousting. Yes, Bangarang. Golding will resign once a new leader of the Jamaican Labour Party is elected. Now, look, you know, so you know, hold on, you know, shame. You come out and speak. You know, shame. Criminal put you in a power and criminal get you out of power. Criminal back you in power. And as a result of them, and United States want them, that is what take you down. The party's leader automatically becomes prime minister. The announcement was made in a brief statement from the party, which said Golding had informed its Central Executive Committee of his decision at a quarterly meeting in Kingston because United States call you and say make sure you step down, you know. And if you don't step down, you understand them either go and come for you, you understand, or expose the business. Now, Golding, 63, is a veteran parliamentarian who had been expected to lead his party into the 2012 general election. You know, that's why I don't lose, because the criminal network. Golding said the challenges of the last 4 years have taken their toll because they sell out the whole sugar factory them and you're gone now with corruption and the IMF left you. You understand? So it take a toll. And it was appropriate now to make a way for new leadership to continue the programs of economic recovery and transformation while mobilizing the party for victory in the next general election. Where you fail to deliver what you promise. You fail to deliver what you promise. And remember, you were backed by criminals. You were backed by criminals, the party statement said. Dennis Meadows, a senator and a member of Jamaica Labour Party's executive committee, said there had been an overwhelming response for Golding to stay on as party leader. He feels the chances of the party winning the next elections are at a disadvantage with him at the head. But there is no questioning of his competence, Meadows said. Well, Meadows, you lie. There's every question as it relates to his competence. There's every question as it relates to his competence. Number one, he was backed and supported by criminals and drugs done. Right? The Education Minister, Andrew Warner Sr., also from the Labour Party, dominated a poll conducted this year, asking islanders who should lead if Golden were to step down, because he want power now, you know. You understand? So all we see him come out, so he well want Golden for left, you know. You understand? And Golden fly the gate and give him the key. Golden's career has been in jeopardy since 2009 because of his handling. We could go into the corruption now. We could go into the corruption. Because of his handling of the extradition of the Jamaican drug kingpin, Christopher Dudos Cook, to the US. Critics have attacked Golden for allowing the contracting of a law firm to lobby Washington to drop its request for extradition. Look how your face and bright. Look how your face and bright. Wanted taxpayers' money. Figure lobby, law firm, for do the scope. Look how your face and nasty and bright with the level of criminality. Look for it up. Golden resisted Cook's extradition for 9 months, and 9 months you resist for United States television you come, and you and Paula Llewellyn. The other day, I hear Paula Llewellyn with our lied self people. Hold on, I'm going to put up this thing. Here Paula Llewellyn with her lied self other day after me a liquor. And I tell Jamaica, say Paula Llewellyn is corrupted. You know what Paula Llewellyn? This was one of the cases that Paula Llewellyn referenced, you know. That she is not biased against the Jamaica Labour Party because she was instrumental in sending Dudos to prison. She was instrumental. You saw them lie and wicked and see it, you know. See which the argument failure. See which the argument failure. See where your argument failure, saying Paula Llewellyn, to show you that you and Bruce Golden hesitate for 9 months, not wanting to send Dudos to America. And you come out, you went and Big Mama Station, and I say, you know, partial against the PNP. Because you were instrumental to send Dudos to the United States. No, you were forced. You were under pressure. United States would have coupled your backside if you never do it. See the evidence here. Golden's career has been in jeopardy since 2009 because of his handling of the extradition of Jamaican drug kingpin Christopher Dudos Cook to the US. Critics have attacked Golden for allowing, here it is, critics have attacked Golden for allowing the contracting of a law firm to lobby Washington to drop its request for extradition. Now, see it again. Golden resisted Cook extradition for 9 months. Then Paula Llewellyn. Now you other day run out NNN platform. They try shape a narrative that bias, political bias, because you were instrumental in sending Dudos Cook. Your backside, dirty liar, you nasty liar. See ya, Golden resisted Coke extradition for 9 months. Now from 9 months you sit down and try to extradite and try to resist it. Eh? You never sit down as a DPP and try to resist this. And you come out and tell friggin' lie out of your mouth. You're ugly like a them Mavoon shark. Arguing the US indictment on gun and drug trafficking charges relied on illegal wiretap evidence. United States pin him down, Illegal and wiretap evidence. So this is what you're arguing now, because you don't want to send back Dudos. Right? You're talking about indictment and gun and drug trafficking charges relied on illegal and wiretap evidence. No send him gonna. No, you shouldn't send him. You shouldn't send him. Make the United States lock up your backside, and that you should have done. And that you should have done, because you corrupted. Golden's Parliament district included Cook's West Kingston slum stronghold. Distant strained relations with Washington, which questioned Jamaica's reliability as an ally in the fight against drug trafficking. Now, uno caught up in this year. When Golden finally agreed to send Coke to the US, a hunt for the fugitive led to days of fighting in May 2010 that killed at least 73 civilians and 3 security officers. Remember, say, Seaga malice you for this, you know. Seaga malice you for this because Seaga say you cause this. Eh? So let me take this away, you know. So when I run come out now, and I try, what are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? Eh? You can't corrupt nobody. And you can't shape a narrative for Andrew Holness. You can't. Because at the end of the day, you are who caused the United States, right, to want to now threaten our sovereignty. Right? And so then, what you are trying to cement in the Jamaica consciousness is for them to accept. This is what you are trying to cement. That's why I come out. Try to soften it for Andrew Holness so that the TCN criminals can come in. That is what you are doing. That is what you are doing. That's why you come out. But Jamaica, we are not to sit idle by and accept this. We are pedophiles and other criminals are going to come in our country. And we have to accept it because our government is corrupted and their backs pressed against the wall. We understand the tactics that you have been applying. We are no fools around here. So then you come out now because Andrew Holness get totally run out of his snake eyesman skills. So all right, let me rely on the man who give me the key to the corruption office. Let him try and come out and save. And we know, say, anyhow, the Jamaica Labour Party never inclined with you coming out. Warmington will be the first to attack him. And you see Warmington silent because it's the plan of the Jamaica Labour Party for Bruce Golding to come out. So me I tell Bruce Golding, you're equally corrupted, nobody no one, you're nothing for me. Yo! So go back under your rock. Right? And continue. Help Andrew. Let me tell you what you need to do now. Continue help Andrew giving awards to criminals like you people. That's all you need to do. Right? Give who you want to give award to strengthen, right, the kleptocratic government and the crony capitalists of who you are. But let me tell you something. Time is failing. And you know that time is drawing nigh. You know that you are getting weak. And even Donald Trump administration can't even save you. Let me show you. Right? As it relates to why Jamaica need to weary about Donald Trump administration. Don't trust Donald Trump administration. They don't love black people, period. Period. They have no love for black people. Let me show you this. Look at this, Jamaica. And I'm going to show you that Donald Trump is in deep bind. So Andrew Holness, shape up yourself. Shape up yourself. But not even going to touch vase, you know, because through the time running. But let me show you something here. You know, I cut it off. Okay. Now, let me show you this Jamaica. And when we tell them that Donald Trump administration have no love for no black people. Here it is. Here's the evidence. Let me play the evidence and show them to be
Hexeth has fired Army Chief of Staff Randy George. The war in Iran, which has cost the lives of 13 service members and currently has the United States military desperately searching for a missing service member in Iran, does not stop Pete Hexeth and his purge at the Pentagon. Hexeth has fired Army Chief of Staff Randy George, who was the Army's top uniformed officer, along with 2 other generals. The Pentagon confirmed the firing, saying that George would be retiring from his position immediately. According to the New York Times, George's senior Army officers reacted with anger and frustration to the news of General George's dismissal, characterizing it as the latest blow to a service that already feels under siege by Hexeth. The firing of George is the latest in a wave of meddling that Hegseth has involved himself in at the Pentagon. NBC News reports that Hegseth has interfered with the promotion of more than a dozen senior military officers, which include Hegseth personally blocking the promotions of 4 officers set to become one-star generals. 2 of them were black and 2 of whom were women.
So what Donald Trump has been doing is ensuring that he gets rid of all the black potential generals from out of the army. So for people who believe that Donald Trump administration has any love for black people, listen good. Listen good, you will listen good. And that's why Exec is ensuring clearing the way, firing all the black generals in the United States Army. I want to listen.
According to the New York Times, in the weeks ahead of the defense secretary blocking their promotion, Hegseth has been pressing Secretary of the Army, Dan Driscoll, and General George for months to remove the officers from the promotion list. But Mr. Driscoll and General George refused, citing the officers' long records of exemplary service. Joining me at the table, Paul Wright.
Okay, so I want to hear that, Jamaica. Don't you ever believe that the Donald Trump administration have any love for black people. So then it is easy for them, you understand, to force this down Andrew Owner's throat and say you have to take the 10,000. So when Bruce Golding said, they are not our friends, he's right. He's right. That's why I'm playing this, you know. When Bruce Golding is saying that United States don't have us as our friends, they have interests. And the interest is for us to clean up their home by taking the criminals off their streets and put it in our streets. The pedophiles, they want to clean up the pedophiles in the United States and send them into the Caribbean. So what Bruce Golding is saying is right in that regards. So people don't get this confusing. The Donald Trump administration have no love for black people. You try and understand that. Try and understand that. Let me just stop share this and go back for our next critical, right, serious situation that is happening now to the United States. I want Jamaica to understand this. Right? I want Jamaica to understand this, and this is where we are going. And I am going to play something that happened yesterday. United States Army, as it relates to weaponry, has been deleted. United States has now officially lost the war in Iran. Iran has kicked their ass. Go on to hear it for yourself. I don't know, me make a pronounce so. Iran kicked their ass. Now, no look. And now Trump under trouble. They are ashamed. They are ashamed. They are ashamed. Look at this.
The top military generals and admirals in the United States military are going for the kill shot. They want to see Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, fired immediately. And these top military generals and admirals are calling out the Trump regime's handling, or I should say mishandling, catastrophic mishandling of the catastrophic and unlawful war in Iran. Folks, we have never seen leaks like this in modern presidential history, or perhaps ever in presidential history, of what just transpired over the past 24 to 48 hours. Top defense officials, top generals, top admirals have gone to every media outlet to call out Trump, to call out Hegseth, to raise the alarms that the United States has depleted all of its munitions. It has depleted critical military equipment, that the United States is abandoning its military bases in the Middle East, that the United States military is unable to even protect the homeland right now.
Jamaica people, stand and watch the power of God is at work. Stand, Jamaica, and witness the Almighty God power is at work. United States is now crawling on its knees. Who would ever imagine that United States would have found themselves in this predicament? Let me tell you something, Jamaica. Seeing the back of Donald Trump is also seeing the back of Andrew Holness. He will be having no protection. And so then, the Caribbean country and the world again live a sigh of relief. Jamaica, can you believe this? Can you believe what we have just heard? Less than 24 hours. Can you believe this? Is this really true? They are shocked. But the funniest thing that I want to ask, for this to come out and the general to make it clear, and this get now to Iran in terms of Iran earshot. Iran, mighty God, me myself, I don't even believe it. Iran, David slew Goliath. Mighty God. David burns a shipwreck. Well, Ilian said don't believe everything, but Ilian, let me tell you something. The Midas touch is an accurate medium. The Midas touch is an accurate medium in the United States. And this is true. And we have evidence of the generals eating out on Donald Trump. Jamaica, I am saying we are going to witness something that we have never seen in Jamaica. That regardless of the strategy being played out, regardless of the delayed tactics, Jamaica, we are going to witness a prime minister. A prime minister. Let me tell you this, Jamaica. We are going to witness a prime minister before the court answering to illicit enrichment charges. We are going to see Andrew Wheatley before the court answering to illicit enrichment charges. We are going to see Xavier Main before the court answer to illicit enrichment charges. We are going to see Darrell Vaz in front of the court answering to illicit enrichment charges. Jamaica, let me tell you something. We are going to win. We, Jamaica, are going to win. And we are going to win the victory. We are going to clean up corruption. Remember, Mystic Sensation, tell you this. Slowly but surely, Mystic Sensation is telling you, Jamaica, that they are not going to get away with this. And as much as our Bruce Golden want to come out, can't shape or spin the narrative for Andrew Holness that we are going to accept TCN. No, Bruce Golden, we are not. We are not. We are not going to. And let me tell you something, Bruce Golden. Just let me know when the first plane land with some of those criminals. Just let you know. So whatever Donald Trump have pan uno, we will agree that they need to deal with you and whatever criminality you corrupted. As it relates to the Swiss system, when we see you have $713,000 US dollars in a city bank. So we don't have no problem with that. In terms of the United States take you up with that, we don't have a problem. We welcome that. But we are not going to allow you for Jamaican people to lose our sovereignty. Let me tell you that. So let me just end the live here. And we left. I didn't even get to finish certain topic. I wanted to touch Darrell Varzin. But let us leave him for Tuesday. For Tuesday will be greater. So let us leave him for Tuesday. So I want to say thanks to everyone who passed through the Mystic Sensation. You know, so, you know, the live has to come to an end. We are saying, big up yourself, chat room. Love you. All right, and continue to support. Bless up yourself. Right, I'm out. Walk good. Blessings.
10 years, you say. 10 long years and look how Jamaica stay. No light, no road, no food pan we plate. People are suffer while Andrew live great. Hey, hey. You stand up on the platform, smile wide and proud. I tell we about prosperity, but we can't see it all now. Hurricane come through and left the people bare. 6 months later, them still out there, asleep under the air. Your GLP friends them build high rise, road still full of wood. A whose pocket to a fill while the nation lose its soul. Hospital overflow, picnic can't get bed. School roof a leak, but you and Juliet well fed. You always have excuse, always pass the blame. Every time something wrong, it never go in your name. Jamaica a drown and you claim you're unclean. Biggest actor in a politics we ever see. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. The people, we say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Boldness, time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Boldness, time to go. Farmer can't afford to plant food, price reach the sky. You're bringing the poverty while your own people cry. We born ya, we grow ya, we bleed for this land. But Andrew at the top won't extend the man. You talk about vision, you talk about plan. But 10 years later, we still can't understand. Corruption report London, nobody charge. The people pocket small, but the scandal them large. Who's crack up parish council, bro? Country suffocate, done and it just smoke. And when we raise revise, so call we political. But the truth is the truth, and the truth is biblical. Time to go. Time to go. The people, they say no. We say no. 10 years and we can't take no more, you know, hear us. We are not on the door. Time to go. Time to go. From Kingston to Negril, the people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Still under tarpaulin. Prime Minister fly gone foreign. Your JLP cabinet full, but the people COVID empty. Oh, you live so large when we live in so scanty. Not with fists, not with fire, but with voice them rising higher and higher. From every parish, every yard, every gate, Jamaica speaking, and I know too late. Time to go. The people, we say no. From Kingston to Negril, people say so. We tired, we hungry, we done with the show. Oh yes, our time to go. This one is for every Jamaican. What can't afford feet? We are sleep on cardboard. We are drive on broken road. The people don't forget. The people don't forgive. Enough is enough. Jamaica.